Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, this title gonna be "The Heathen Has Just Begun to Rage." Shalom, Israel. All praise to Yahweh Ba'ashem Mashiach Yahweh Shai. Shabbat Shalom to all those out there watching and to the brothers and sisters in the class today. The name of this class is going to be "The Heathen Has Just Began to Rage." I repeat it again. The heathen has just begun to rage. Begun. I'm not good at English, so whatever term goes best. And we're going to just dive right into this class. Let's go to 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, and verse 57. Keep your apocrypha out because we're going to get a lot of scriptures starting on this apocrypha. So put it in your bag once we finish this scripture.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, and verse 57. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing.
They what?
Have ever been reputed as nothing.
That's what the Most High think about. He said, man, these heathens, these other nations, he said, they ain't nothing. Go ahead.
Have begun to be lords over us.
And that's who over us. Go ahead.
And to devour us.
And what?
And to devour us.
And to devour us. Go ahead.
But we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover, are given into their hands. If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure?
Ezra asking how long this going to endure. Why we at the bottom? Why we having these problems? And you know why we have it, because we didn't obey God. So Most High put these people over us. He put them over us for a reason. And right now they ain't in a rage. Why? Because the majority of our people still in what? In sin. Don't want to hear the words of the Most High. Got an excuse every time somebody bring it back out. Like a brother come at them, it don't matter if they coming hard or coming soft. They got an excuse. Well, I don't like the way he said it. Then Benaniah and Yara get up there and say it all nice and good and package it up sweet for them and still.
Oh, brother, ain't no nice teaching.
I know. Because you do sometimes. You probably. Yeah, but Yara got his ways. He come at him soft. No, he come at, I ain't, look, God taking it the wrong way. He'll come at him in the way that they supposed to be came out. He'll adjust or whatever. Because he'll come hard too. That's not what I'm saying.
Let me explain to you what he said.
There you go. Go ahead. Break that up.
The book of Jude, chapter 1, verse 21. Verse 22. And some having compassion, making a difference. Verse 23, and others saved with fear, pulling them out of the fire, and hating even the garment spotted by flesh.
See, right now, we got all them types. We're going to give it to you. Whatever, however we got it, it's got to come. That's it, got to come. That's what I mean about Yara. He can do that all the time. Because it's times when I just ain't even finna get nice.
Man, so I don't be nice, brother. What's up?
You start off the fourth, you get 2 verses, and then you jump right into it. You know what I'm saying? Benaniah got a very evenly. He go with whatever comes, which is good. But like I said, it don't matter how we give it to him. Put it that way. Like that way he said, even Yahweh Shah was saying, give me that too on Yahweh Shah, the wine bibble. What is that? The wine bibble, give me that. What is it called out? 2019. Yeah, that's what I want. It's, Matthew's 11. And let's start at 17.
This is the book of Mark, chapter 11 and verse 17. And saying, we have piped unto you, and ye have not danced.
We have taught these commandments, and you ain't, and they don't listen to them. That's what he said. We piped unto you these good, sweet words.
Matthew. Matthew. I said Mark.
Oh, yeah. Matthew.
This
11, 17.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 11 and verse 17. And saying, we have piped unto you, and ye have not danced.
Mm-hmm.
We have mourned unto you,
Mm-hmm.
and ye have not lamented.
We have cried out, telling you how bad our situation is. Our people don't care. And the people we be talking about is the one that be at the bottom. They still don't care. Go ahead.
Verse 18. For John came neither eating nor drinking.
Uh-huh.
And they say he hath a devil.
John didn't come. He was telling them the truth about God. He came not eating nor drinking. And they still called him a devil. So go ahead.
Verse 19. The Son of Man came eating and drinking. And they say, behold, a man gluttonous and a winebibber, a friend of publicans and sinners.
And that's the thing about it. No matter how we come, they're going to try to throw some trash at us. You this, you that, you this, you this, you that. Brother, keep the commandment. That's all we're trying to tell you. But now they want to come at you. So it don't matter how you come at them, man. They gonna result in not keeping the commandment because that's what they want to do. They want to fall after this system. Let's go to Psalm 7. Yeah, go ahead.
But wisdom is justified of her children.
The what?
But wisdom is justified of her children.
See, but the wisdom is in the word that we speaking. How was that so bad? But it's crazy because anybody else but them niggas on them corners can tell you, read, try to teach the Bible to you, read it to you. But they go off. Not because what he's saying, because the Bible coming out. But anybody else can read that Bible and ain't nobody got nothing to say.
And hey, people got to let that thing resonate on their spirit because I know we get it out of some sisters, but I know it's some brothers that feel like that too. Well, brother, if you just would have said it this way, brother, I promise you he would have hearkened, brother. But the Bible say otherwise, man. It tells us that our people are like baby's kids, man. You know, a lot of times we can't speak soft words to them. Brothers feel like, wait, no, I think I could have reached him better, brother. I could have spoke soft, and then they would have come at you at a scoffing tone. Then what you gonna do? We gotta match that with them, man. A lot of times, man, we can't play the games with our people, man. Go ahead,
because that's the same thing they were saying about Paul. But Paul had to tell him, man, hold on. I might be rude, but shoot, not from what I'm telling you though is the truth though. No matter what, I'm not rude in this knowledge. I'm telling you the truth. Our people look for an excuse anyway. Boy, we look for anything, boy. Well, I didn't really listen to you. You know why? Because your fly was open. We'll just make anything to avoid this truth. Let's go to Psalm 79.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 79 and verse 1. O God, the heathen are coming to thine inheritance. Thy holy temple have they defiled. They have laid Jerusalem on heaps.
And that's what you see right now in the world today. They in the land that you was inherited, they in your land. By British mandate. They saying, yeah, man, we go take that land. That's ours. They didn't even know how to work it. See, our land comes with a rule book, controls. You can't just hop over there. That's what they did. They had to get the priest. Hey, man, hold on, go get some of the priests, man. Stuff ain't just dying, and we can't get the cows don't want to live. Ain't nothing. Hold on, go get one of them priests we kicked out of here. Bring them back. Teach us how to live in this land. Go ahead.
Verse 1 again from the top. O God, the heathen are coming to thine inheritance. Thy holy temple have they defiled. They have laid Jerusalem on heaps. The dead bodies of thy servants have they given to be meat unto the fowls of the heaven.
And why you reason why you be talking about that brother was, they done had that blanket on that brother sitting in the street in 108 degrees for the last 6 hours, waiting on the ambulance. And we be seeing ambulance every time we turn the corner. There's an ambulance down there everywhere. But then all of a sudden, when one of us get killed, it just so happened he taking his time. So that a lot of times you be telling them, man, when y'all see him in 7-Eleven, tell them, you better go get that. It's a Negro that's down on the street. Go get it. Because that's what they want to do. They taking their time. Who died? A black man. Oh, shoot. Let's go eat breakfast right quick before we go get it. Go ahead.
The flesh of thy saints under the beasts of the earth.
On the what?
Unto the beasts of the earth.
Go ahead.
Verse 3. Their blood have they shed like water round about Jerusalem.
Mm-hmm.
And there was none to bury them.
And now that's what a lot of times, boy, don't be nothing, boy. We sit there all the time. No insurance. No, none of that, man. Give me a GoFundMe to bury this song. Like James Brown, boy, they waited, what, 6 months? So he was buried.
They had to do a tour with his body.
Yeah, no doubt. He's sitting in the house. He's not just coming home every day, man. He's still in the living room. Go ahead.
Verse 4. We are becoming reproach to our neighbors, a scorn and derision to them that are round about us.
And that's what we are around about everybody right now. So right now, they ain't looking at us like they in a rage. They just like, yeah, they in a place where they need to be. Oppressed, sitting there in a bad state, don't know how to get out, chasing after everything they put out. Everything they put out. Like right now, if I told y'all don't use a phone for a day, y'all will have a heart attack. Y'all kids will be crying all day long. Because you need their device. You need to know. You need to be on everything they put out. You need to be following everything. That's what our people do. Go ahead.
Verse 5. How long, Lord?
How long, Lord? How long we going to keep doing this? Go ahead.
Wilt thou be angry forever? Shall thy jealousy burn like fire?
This is David. He want to know how long, when is how long? This is going to keep on continuing? No, it ain't that long now. Even at this time, it wasn't that long. When David knew see this coming, they were like, dang, that wasn't that long ago. See, we looking at it because we living in that time now. That's what got everybody. Oh, they never happened. We're going to get into that too. Our people are always saying that. They figure since ain't nothing been happening, the Most High ain't going to do nothing. But they don't want to pick up the word and realize everything he ever said is going to happen. And has come to pass. Not one thing has failed. But we don't see that because we start slowly but surely trusting in his word.
And we got to understand that King David is prophesied. Because we know that during King David's time, he had the nations in submission. So he was prophesying about us in this time, how they will eventually we will break the commandments, and how eventually the other nations will get up above us and have us in all different type of these curses and so forth. Verse 6, pour out thy wrath upon the heathen that have not known thee.
They ain't never known the Most High, man. They ain't never, so quit all of that. People trying to bring these other nations in. Well, this one good. No. The only thing they're going to do is come in to disturb whatever you got going on with the Most High. And you trying to put it beside you. All they there to be nosy. That's why I done lived in both neighborhoods, in the hood and in the white folks' neighborhood. One thing I know about them white folks, when you come down that block, them blinds get to popping. You'll see it. It's always, go down that block. You live in one, I know you, don't you see them? They know, they know when you come home, they know his schedule.
They got to know.
As soon as he come off work, they already outside. They always watering the lawn right at the time you come home. They always cleaning the garage right at the time you come home. Hey, they gonna say hi. Because they don't want you looking mad. They don't want to be mad. They don't want you mad at them because you might go over there and slap somebody.
Let me get a precept right quick. Let me get 2 Ezra chapter 3. verse 32.
Second Ezra.
Second Ezra chapter 3 and verse 32.
I got it up. I got it. Go ahead. Second Ezra chapter 3, verse 32. Or is there any other people that knoweth thee beside Israel?
So no other nation knows the Most High God but the Israelites. Read on up.
Or what generation had so believed thy covenants as Jacob?
Read on.
And yet their reward appeared not. And their labor had no fruit.
Because we think that the things that we're doing right now, a lot of times we don't see the fruit that the promises talks about in the Bible, like the kingdom and so forth. But on a smaller scale, we're seeing fruits right now. Seeing our people starting to raise up, wearing their fringes, growing their beards, keeping the commandments. Read on up.
And yet their reward appeared not, and their labor had no fruit.
For
I have gone here and there through the heathen.
Through the who?
Through the heathen.
Through the other nations. Read on.
And I see that they flow in wealth.
And they flow in wealth. We know that Esau controls everything. Read on up.
And think not upon the commandments.
Read that part again.
And think not upon the commandments.
And they don't think upon the commandments of the Most High God. Read on up.
Weigh thou therefore our wickedness now in the balance.
So he's asking the Most High God to weigh their wickedness and our wickedness in the balance. Read on.
And there's also that dwell in the world. And so shall thy name nowhere be found but in Israel.
So the Most High God's name is not in any other nation but the nation of Israel. Like we say, stop listening to these dumb Christians saying that guess what, everybody can be saved. You won't read that in the Bible. Read on up.
Or when was it that they which dwell upon the earth have not sinned in thy sight?
Read on.
Or what people have so kept thy commandments?
Or what people have so kept thy commandments? We out here struggling to, guess what? Keep the commandments. Trying to endure and keeping the commandments. While Esau is pushing the notion that, guess what? God's laws are done away with. And he got them dumb, knuckleheaded Christians believing that stuff too. Hey, you don't have to keep the commandments. Read on up.
Thou shalt find that Israel by name have kept thy precepts, but not the heathen.
It says, thou shalt find that Israel by name, meaning by reputation, have kept thy precepts, meaning the laws, but not the heathen. The other nations are not trying to keep God's commandments. And if they tell you they are, that's going against what the scriptures are saying.
You know, that's my next scripture. The next one. I'm glad you went ahead and broke it down. The exact same one. Because that's one thing they always tell you. They can't keep them. Since they can't keep them, you know what doctrine they come up with? You can't keep them. You can't keep them. But we're going to come back to just that. Because I had that. I want to go back to 79. Psalms.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 79 and verse 6. And it reads, pour out thy wrath upon the heathen that have not known thee, and upon the kingdoms that have not called upon thy name. For they have devoured Jacob and laid waste his dwelling place.
They laid waste our homeland. They laid waste anything we got going down here. As soon as you try to buy a house, the prices go up. Your interest rate is higher than your neighbors in the same house. They're going to make it hard for you. Go ahead.
Verse 8. Oh, remember, not against us former iniquities. Let thy tender mercies speedily prevent us. For we are brought very low.
We brought very low. Have mercy on us. We brought so low, man, we don't know where to turn. Go ahead.
Verse 9, help us, O God of our salvation.
These are the prayers y'all should be praying. Man, help us, man. It's getting harder and harder. See, the gas price sometimes going up don't mean nothing to these people that's round about us. Because they can afford it. Seen a man fill up his RV the other day, 140 gallons, $944. I'd have had to get a job if I had to fill my RV up. They'd have had to hire me to. I can't pay that. I'd have told me I got to psych that gas back out. $944, y'all crazy. Go ahead.
For the glory of thy name, and deliver us, and purge away our sins, for thy name's sake.
For what?
For thy name's sake.
He said, for our name's sake. clean us up. Remember, we the firstborn. You chose us. I know you're mad at us, but man, this is that whooping, man. I don't know if it's, man, there was one whooping my daddy gave me that I'd never forget. Had me and my brother in the room at the same time. Every time he swung that belt, we both got hit. And every last lick hurt. It wasn't like the one Mama gave us. This is the one my daddy did. So this is the one we taking. And I'm looking at Daddy the same way we looking at our father. Man, all right, have a little mercy now. My daddy was strong, you know what I'm saying? Whoo. Talking about, man, legs swole up. Ain't no whips, legs swole up when you finish with these whooping. This is the way Most High is whooping us. How long, Daddy? How long it's gonna be? This is what you should be praying, hey. I got the message. I got the message, God. I go back to your laws. Let me just have a little mercy. Go ahead.
Verse 10.
Go ahead.
Verse 10. Wherefore should the heathen say, where is their God?
See, that's what they're looking at. Where they God? They doing us so bad, they thinking ain't nothing gonna happen to us. Because look at them. We still got them. We had them for 400 years. We done took the chains off, and these Negroes still obey everything we do. We got coons on TV cheering for white supremacy. Black folks. We got puppets. They got puppets. Hey, where they God at? But they, see the thing about them, they tricky too. See, they act like our God don't exist. But at the same time, they watching everything. Hold on, just in case. What was that president who said that, if God is black, man, we gonna be in trouble?
Bobby Kennedy.
Yeah. Was that who it was, Bobby Kennedy? Yeah. He said, if God is black, woo, we gonna be in trouble. Because they watching at the same time. They like, we're gonna do all the evil we can do, but at the same time, we're gonna watch. I don't even really think they got it. But then again, they like, they probably do. Go ahead.
The book of Psalms, chapter 79 and verse 10. Wherefore should the heathen say, where is their God? Mm-hmm. Let him be known among the heathen in our sight, mm-hmm, by the revenging of the blood of thy saints, which is shed, of thy servants, which is shed.
Yeah, he said, where is their God? Let him be known among the heathen in our sight. They tempting God like a mug, boy. Yeah, let him be known. Yeah. We want to see this God these Negroes hollering about. We want to see these Negroes running and talking about on the corner. Yahweh Shah, Yahweh. That's how they talking about it. Y'all don't think so. I'm telling y'all. We ain't saying Jesus and stuff, but they like, I don't even know. They talking about it when they go home.
You can think about Vocal No Swag. Mm-hmm. We say, who was your house shot? Who was your house
exactly.
shot? Well, you know who he is. Stop playing. Let's stop playing. You say you read the Hebrew. You know the Hebrew.
Exactly.
Stop playing. So all of a sudden now, we saying your house shot, now you don't know it.
Exactly. And I'm glad brothers still stand bold on it. No, we ain't calling. We know one thing we do know, Jesus couldn't have been his name. For sure. We know that. With they alphabets. Go ahead.
Hold on, let me get a precept.
Go ahead,
I'm going to go to Isaiah chapter 52 right quick. Start at verse 4. Because this is the heathen, guess what? They have always tempted the Lord. Mm-hmm. Like, because they put us in captivity. Because they say, we can take them down. Because they already know how they can take them to captivity. Mm-hmm. Because we ain't seen. But watch how they play the game. Freak it out.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 52 and verse 4. For thus said the Lord God, my people went down aforetime into Egypt to sojourn there.
Because guess what? We just went to Egypt just to sojourn there. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We didn't expect to go into captivity there. We just wanted to go there because guess what? Joseph was there.
The famine came and we could migrate.
And we was protected there at first. But watch this, read.
And the Assyrian oppressed them without cause.
Because guess what? We went from the Egyptian to the Assyrian captivity. We was oppressed without a cause, man. Read.
Verse 5. Now therefore, what have I here, saith the Lord, that my people is taken away for naught.
Read.
They that rule over them make them to have.
Because this is what we doing. They making us to have. We ain't there calling on our God no more. We howling like dogs. Read.
Saith the Lord, and my name continually every day is blasphemed.
Because his name continue. That's going into his word is blasphemy. All of a sudden, the Sabbath ain't the Sabbath no more. It's Sunday. All of a sudden, the high holy days, we don't do these things no more. We got the 4th of July. We got the Christmas. All of a sudden, we don't do the high holy days no more. We don't have new moons no more. Unless we come back to in this truth. But in this world, they don't respect our new moon. They don't respect our high holy days. Why do you think the Lord said when we make it to the kingdom, every nation gonna do that or they gonna suffer?
Yep, and I turn our Passover to a bunny rabbit laying eggs.
For real. So guess what? And that's why the Lord gonna come back and have to straighten this thing out. Because they blaspheme the Lord's name continually. When you see them, every time you see them do their thing that's against the Bible, that's blaspheming the Lord's name because our people turn and then follow them to do those things, right? Read on, Doc.
Verse 6, therefore my people shall know my name.
This is how we know the name. We woke up to this truth now, right? Read.
Therefore they shall know it in that day that I am he that doth speak. Behold, it is I.
It is I. Guess what? In this day, guess what? Every nation. That's why he said every knee gonna bow, man, and every tongue gonna confess what? They gonna know his name. I mean, they gonna know his laws because he gonna beat they back into shape. That's why. Every nation got to know it, man.
Got to.
Go ahead, up.
Let's go back to Psalm.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 79 and verse 11. Let the sign of the prisoner come before thee. According to the greatness of thy power, preserve thou those that are appointed to die. And render unto our neighbors sevenfold into their bosom.
He said they appointed to die. Although they glorifying themselves now, living deliciously. The Most High came to explain that. Boy, that is one of the best put together words. Live deliciously, because you can. When you look, that's how that's what it is. You would never put that together, but when you look now, you're saying they do live deliciously.
I'm going to read verse 12 again and see if brothers can catch the precept. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 79 and verse 12. And render unto our neighbors sevenfold unto their bosom their reproach, wherewith they have reproached thee, O Lord. Any brother know the precept of that? Who's going to get paid back sevenfold for the wickedness that they did? Cain. Who said it? Genesis what?
4 and 15.
Yeah, Genesis 4 and 15. Let's get that right quick. Because this is letting you know that Esau is Cain regenerated.
The same spirit.
He's going to get those same judgments that was promised to Cain. That same spirit back in the earth. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 4 and verse 15.
Verse 15. And the Lord said unto him, therefore, whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Lord set a mark upon Cain, lest any finding him should kill him.
So the Most High God is going to punish Cain sevenfold and the people that, guess what, try to go outside his judgments on those things. Y'all make sure y'all write that precept down, man, so y'all can get more understanding on those things.
Just finish 12 out.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 79 and verse 12. And render unto our neighbors sevenfold into their bosom their reproach, wherewith they have reproached thee, O Lord.
Yeah, go back. Pay him back. This is the thing we looking for. Let's go to 59, Psalm 59 and 5. Stay in Psalms right quick.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 59 and verse 5. Thou therefore, O Lord God of hosts, the God of Israel, Awake to visit all the heathen. Be not merciful to any wicked transgressor.
Don't be merciful at all on them, man. See, because right now they glorify, they got that pride on them, man. They don't think nothing can happen right now. They can do us any kind of way they want to, and they doing us any kind of way they want to. Go ahead.
Verse 6. They return at even. They make a noise like a dog.
That's going into what we just read in Isaiah chapter 52. Making our people to howl.
Howl? Go ahead.
That's how precept line up. Go ahead.
They return at even. They make a noise like a dog and go round about the city.
Go ahead.
Verse 7. Behold, they belch out with their mouth.
Boy, that's what they do. They living deliciously. While scratching their butt and everything. Got their whole hand up in their butt and bourbon. Man, that's what they do. But go ahead.
Swords are in their lips.
What?
Swords are in their lips.
Ready to cut somebody up with lies. Ready to cut somebody up with lies. You can see him on their TV like Al Bundy, boy. He exaggerated his old high school football career every time the show came on. He didn't just run 10 yards, it was 150 yards. Everything, that's all they do. They ready to lie. They always ready to lie. Even I'll be listening to them, man. Go, they just listen to them. And they'll tell you about something in their life and you be like, that nigga lying. It'd be something that they just did so crazy. They'd be like, all of y'all got these fantastic sounds.
Because they love stories. Like Edomites love a good story every time. They want to find out a story. Well, what's your story? Well, what's this whole thing about? They want to find that's them all day. And our people don't acquire nothing, man. We howl like dogs. That's all we do, man. We don't try to search out the matter until we get and find out the truth. And then sometimes people get in the truth, and guess what? Still lean on their own understanding instead of searching the matter out with the scriptures, man.
They don't want to come and get with other people so we can figure this thing out. They rather, I'm going to figure it out. Nigga, you didn't figure nothing out in your life, and all of a sudden you finna figure the Bible out by yourself. Let's go.
For who, say they, doth hear, but thou, O Lord, shalt laugh at them.
He what?
Shall laugh at them.
He shall laugh at them. See, we get the last laugh now. If you keep these laws, statutes, commandments, you get the last laugh. You're going to be laughing with the Most High. Go ahead.
And guess what? Like Esau said, he that last laugh the longest. They have always said that. They thinking they the one that's the last one that's last.
They thinking it's it. This is it. Ain't no more kingdoms coming out there. They gonna do this forever. Ain't that what they said? 49:11. Psalm 49:11.
That's what I'm gonna read it out.
Go ahead.
Psalm chapter 49 verse 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own name.
That's what they do. They thinking that stuff, man, this is the last kingdom. They done checked out everybody's history. They done looked at the Romans, the Egyptians. They done looked through the Assyrians, the Persians, the Greek. They done looked through all of their captivity and said, hold on, we got this what we gonna do. And they got a plan. And they meet all the time. Bilderberger meeting. What's the other little group? NATO meeting. And all the other little meeting at the aisle.
Some freaky going on every time, man.
All that, because they perverted.
That's it.
Burping and stuff. I was finna say something crazy, but I'm going to go ahead and caught myself on that one. Go ahead, let's go back to
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 59 and verse 8. But thou, O Lord, shall laugh at them. Thou shalt have all the heathen in derision.
And they're going to be in derision, confused, going, what's going on? You remember when you was bragging? Talking about, I want their God to show that he God in front of us. Okay. God said, okay. Okay, I'm going to do that. Go ahead.
Verse 9. Because of his strength will I wait upon thee, for God is my defense.
Who?
For God is my defense.
Who's our defense?
For God is my defense.
So, man, y'all quit all this marching. These white, they not going to help us. The only reason they go help is walking down the street with you with a Black Lives Matter sign because they think this is going to be history. And they want to be a part of history. That's why they run out there with Martin Luther King. And it's funny because the white man was all out there when you look at the old film. Well, how come you don't see none of them getting the water hose put on them? Why didn't the dogs attack them? What, the dog racist now? I don't attack niggas.
Yeah, what? And these Edomites still train their dogs to attack
Yes.
niggas. Right? They still do it.
They know the difference. No, that's one of us.
Because you mess around here, you go over there. If you like I was in the world, I had not many Edomite friends, but I had a few. And every time I go to their house, they little dog just won't stop barking. But guess what? His other little friends come over there that's so-called Edomites, they never bark.
Mm-hmm.
But let me walk up in there every single time. I said, you better get your little weak ass dog, man. Because I do got to find kick in the chamber for him every time. But no, that's just on another note, but it's just for real. They still train their dogs.
That's the one you kicked them nose.
Nah, I kick a lot of dogs. I have done. Guess what? Mike Big should have called me. I did that time. Give me a meeting.
ASPC. We don't condone violence against
unless they attack you.
Yeah,
they attack you. We gotta defend us.
Yeah, go ahead, because he kicked me nose.
I teach my children that too. They attack you, hey, you got to defend yourself.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 59 and verse 10. The God of my mercy shall prevent me. Mm-hmm. God shall let me see my desire upon mine enemies.
Upon what?
Upon my enemies. Verse 11, slay them not, lest my people forget. Scatter them by thy power, and bring them down.
See, a lot of times, the thing about it, he's saying, don't slay him right now. You know how, like, when you see a boxer sometimes, he be like, man, I don't want to knock him out in the first round. Like Floyd Mayweather did that dude. Beat them, I want to beat him up. See, sometimes I'd rather just take the knockout, you know what I'm saying? I'm knocked out, I fell asleep, got up, sauce, I'm gone, got my money, I'm gone. But when you get beat up, 12 rounds of beating up, you can't go home and go to sleep or none of that because you might die in your sleep. Head swollen. See, that's what he's saying. No, don't just kill them off now. Because see, we need y'all to come back and build up this land. We need y'all another 1,000 years. We ain't gonna, don't kill them all off now. We need y'all to come back and build up and clean out the ocean. You got scuba gear. You was living deliciously, remember?
Because you know what?
The Lord don't want you to forget that.
Exactly.
So it's time for them to go.
No, I want to see them suffer first before you get rid of them. Go ahead, yeah,
but yeah, like I was going into, but this is how our God set things up. We gonna know the difference between the good and the evil. Mm-hmm. Let me get a precept right quick.
Go ahead,
Let's go to Malachi chapter 3, start at verse 13. Because this is going into what this is going into exactly what Ak is talking about, man. This is how we've been taught and trained. Make sure, brothers and sisters, write this down. This is how we've been taught and trained. This is what we had to come out of. When we talk about we coming out of the world, this is what we had to come out of. Read verse 13.
This is the book of Malachi, chapter 3 and verse 13. Your words have been stout against me, said the Lord.
You said it means stout going into harsh or bad against the Lord. Read.
Yet ye say, what have we spoken so much against thee?
So this is how our people been talking. Like, Lord, what have we spoken against you? Well, guess what? And this is how all the nations talk against our God. Mm-hmm. And we've been trained to do the same thing. Guess what? We ain't got to keep that Sabbath day. We ain't got to celebrate these high holy days. This is how we speak harsh against our God. In disobedience, right? Read.
Verse 14. Ye have said, it is vain to serve God.
Because they telling us it's vain to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Mm-hmm. It's only 2. We can't do all. This is a vain thing. This is how we being taught. This is a mind control of a nation of people, man. And the prophets break it down plainly. Read.
And what profit is it that we have kept his ordinance?
So guess what? So now they read Paul's letters and they saying, man, guess what? You can't be justified by the law. They do all kind of things, trying to find loopholes in this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Read.
And that we have walked mournfully before the Lord of hosts.
Man, this is, man, verse 15 is heavy, man. Read.
Verse 15. And now we call the proud happy.
So now we calling the proud, the people that's proud,
Mm-hmm.
that's got the money, and guess what? They think they don't need God. Guess what? We call them happy now. This is what we strive to be. Read.
Yea, they that work wickedness are set up. Yea, they that tempt God are even delivered.
This is what they taught. The people that tempt God, like the pastor say, will a man rob God? And he robbing the hell out of everybody in the church, man. If you think this ain't how the world is being ran, this is the stuff that we had to come up out of.
And they still expect to be delivered when it's time to come.
And guess what?
They're doing all the wickedness.
And they feel that.
And our people follow right behind them. Well, the pastor doing it, guess what? I can do this too.
I can do it too. This is good for us.
We all get saved. All we got to do is die and have a funeral.
Watch this. Jump down to verse 18.
Verse 18. Then shall you return and discern between the righteous and the wicked.
So now when we walk up to the truth, we can discern between the righteous and wicked. Now we don't celebrate them holidays no more. Now we celebrate the Sabbath days and the holy days. We can discern between the things now. We woke up, read.
Between him that serveth God,
The one that served God, read.
and him that serveth him not.
And him that served him not. That's the difference between us in the truth and the people in the world, man.
That's right.
Now we can go back, like you say,
Oh, praise.
and we can understand these things now,
I'm
right?
glad you brought that up because we're going to get just into some of that because he said, now what? We can discern those things. Now we can see, hold on, because we didn't know before we got in this truth. We didn't know. And we're going to watch how this is going to work out. What he just pulled. Y'all remember what he just pulled. Write it down. Circle it. Put a star by it. Because it's going to line up just with what this class is going to go with. This perfect. Glad you pulled that out. Oh, praise. Go back. I ain't even had that one. But I needed that one.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter
59, 12 now.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 59 and verse 12.
Start at 11 again.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 59 and verse 11. Slay them not, lest my people forget. Scatter them by thy power, and bring them down. O Lord, our shield. For the sin of their mouth and the words of their lips, let them even be taken in their pride.
Let them be taken in their pride. Go ahead.
And for cursing and lying, which they speak.
That's all they do is curse and lie in which they speak. And see that's hey, take them. They gonna be divided. We ain't gotta worry about that, man. See, the world worried about everything. They worried about reparation. Boy, they boys gonna beg for that reparation, boy. By the time they do give them reparation, they gonna probably give us $2. Here you go. And Negroes gonna be happy. I go buy the water. Now you can't buy no water no more. I went and bought a 20-ounce boy. That cost me down at $3. Like water. That's one of them. That same price gallon of gas. It's better go buy a gallon of gas than it is buy a bottle of water.
And get what, man? And I heard like meat going through the ceiling too when you just buy it at the store.
Yeah.
I don't know. All praise to the Most High. I don't eat meat. I don't know how much it costs. But guess what? People having struggle because guess what? When you got to fill up them trucks at $5 a gallon, you think the price of food and water and stuff is not finna go up. You got to be out your dang on
Yeah, because of
guess what? They gonna get it back. Guess what? Last year, what they did? They gave us all this money last year, didn't it? Guess what they doing? They taking it right back this year. Come on, man. We can sit up and play the games like they not. But this is what they did. This is the world we live in. Guess what? We were happy like a mug for a season. Come on. Look at all these happy ass niggas. We got these happy niggas. Ooh, praise Esau to Esau. Well, guess what? But now we down. Why nobody talking about, dang, man, we down? You You was just, hey man, you know what I'm saying? They in a damn thing spreading their money out, flipping it all through their arms, you know. They doing all kind of stuff. They was happy. But guess what? But then they taking it back. Why y'all not saying about them taking it back?
Mm-hmm.
Ain't among us, we like, dang, that gas high. But guess what? You ain't going to say nothing to Esau saying that gas high. Even the president, they president said, hey, they president got on TV and said, hey, don't take advantage of the gas price because of this war. Yo, what they did. He immediately took advantage of the gas price because of this war.
Yes.
Everything they say to us, they say it in front of us, but then they gonna turn around and they gonna do it to us.
And them barrels was sold for cheaper a while back, and they still taking their time to go back down to that price. Go ahead. Let's go to 1 Timothy chapter 4. Start at verse 1.
This is the book of 1 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 1. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith.
There's some of them, these last times right now. The sad thing about that is we just now came to the truth. And people are already departed. That didn't work. God dang, you ain't let it. Instant gratification. If it don't go in there and get cooked in the next 30 seconds, that microwave ain't no good. That oven ain't no good. It didn't work like the microwave. They don't want it no more.
You just don't know when you wait on it, it's much better.
Mm-hmm. It always tastes better. You ain't lying, boy. Like I said, go boil a hot dog and eat it, and then go put one in the microwave. Which one tastes better?
It's different taste.
A whole different taste. Go ahead, Al.
Giving heed to seducing spirits.
Go what?
Giving heed to seducing spirits.
And that's what this white man is bringing. This Esau is bringing. Seducing spirit. They seducing us in every kind of way. Them children playing video games. Seduce. I know y'all don't think so. Why you think them kids out there, they don't mind doing drive-by shooting and busting somebody cap at the gas station? Them points.
Right.
According to their game.
Yeah, them points. They used to getting points.
Right.
Yeah, what? And them points turn to years in jail.
Yes. See, they don't think about that because they mind and brainwash. Seduce, man. You men know how we be trying our best to seduce like a song gun. Women, you do the same thing. Y'all should know what it means.
And seducing ain't sexually.
Exactly.
Seducing is carnally or fleshly.
It's using trickery. Trying to get your way. You'll do what it is, whatever I can sweet talk.
And y'all make sure y'all write Colossians chapter 2 verse 8 down beside this, man. Because that's the precept to this. And I'm going to read it out so we can see what it is. The book of Colossians chapter 2 verse 8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, and after the rudiment of the world, and not after Christ.
Mm-hmm.
This is how you be. This is a seducing spirit.
Yeah.
When you're not going after the word of the Most High God, man. Go ahead, huh?
Go ahead. Let's read that. Finish reading that.
And that's how you know it's a spirit, because every time these youngsters go out here and they pull the trigger, they shoot somebody, then they go to the police station, what? Then that spirit gone. Now that did with us. Now what, they busting in tears now. Mama, I done messed up. I done messed my life up. That spirit was on. That spirit was on. They was big bad, you know what I'm saying, whoever. But now that spirit done did his job. Now they in the police station crying and realize what they done did to themselves. The spirit gone. They jumped on some whole little person.
Because we glorify. They seduce you with television. They seduce you with video games. They seduce you with the media. They seduce us with social media. All that is a seduction of this world, man. Everything is to make you fail. Because they ain't worried about nobody else. All of them doing well. We got African swing from trees. I'm gonna look at them niggas over there in America. They ain't got nothing. Let's finish. Go ahead.
This is the book of 1 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 1. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter time some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils.
And doctrines of devils. Doctrines of devils. Christianity. Catholicism. Islam. And I'm right, yes, Islam. What is that? Egyptologists. 42 laws of my yacht. Instead of going and get what God say. We're going to take 42 things that we like. That's why they got 42 laws of my yacht. Because some of that come right out of the laws that we got already. They just took what they like and the rest of them we don't need that. We just going to stick to it. Black woman is God. Yeah, black man can't handle being God right now. You think he's going to give it over to the woman right now? But this is what it's talking about. Doctrines of devils, man. How come the Most High can't be the Most High? Period. He don't need me, the man, and he don't need the woman. Period. He can do this thing all by himself. But you better be glad he chose us. Period. That's just how it goes. I wouldn't give a dang what side I'm on as long as I'm getting chosen and I want to do what he say do. I want to go to the kingdom. Go ahead.
The book of 1 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 2. Speaking lies and hypocrisy.
Then is what?
Speaking lies and hypocrisy.
In hypocrisy. You're a hypocrite. I always telling you what the blacks doing this and that. And then y'all doing the same. Y'all killing us. But what they do is take focus and put it on us. Well, they doing everything. They the ones controlling it all behind the closed door. And the Most High allowing it. Because we some stubborn, rebellious people. You're like, man, y'all gonna keep rebelling. I'm gonna let them keep doing it. Until you come back to this truth and start getting these laws. See, none of that stuff start working in. See, a lot of times, a lot of stuff y'all was going through probably ain't even happening no more. Why? Because you're coming back to these laws. Y'all ain't worried about when them mothers out there doing a drive-by shooting. You just drive off and go on about your business. Because you done came back to these laws. But before you was worried all the time. Simple things. Anytime the car backfire, you on the ground. Up under the car. Forgot how big you got. You can't even fit under there. You just stuck between the side of the car and half of you hanging out, half of you under the car. Scared now, boy. Go ahead.
Having their conscience seared with a hot iron.
Having what?
Having their conscience seared with a hot iron.
And you stuck. This how stubborn they done got, boy. Their conscience is seared with a hot iron. Some of y'all wasting your time. That's why he say what? 1 or 2 times you try to get to them, then leave them alone, because their conscience is seared with a hot iron. You ever burn something with an iron? Who washed it out? Has anybody ever washed it out? Anybody?
Nobody.
What have you done to get it cleaned up? It's ruined, right? Meaning they said their conscience is seared with a hot iron. Meaning you ain't getting that stain out, partner. You can give him all the scriptures you want. They is in Christianity to the day that they die. They in Islam to the day that they die. They homosexuals to the day that they die.
And that's why you got, even at the beginning of verse 2, speaking lies and hypocrisy. Because they call themselves what? Christians. Mm-hmm. But then when you see, a Christian is what? A follower of Christ. Somebody that keep the commandments. Right. Then you ask them, are you keeping the commandments? Are you being an example on how Christ was being an example? They say, what? No. So that's being straight up a hypocrite. Mm-hmm. Like we're saying, teaching, thinking that the laws is done away with, thinking Paul is saying something outside of what Christ taught them. Hey, they just being hypocrites.
Man, just switching it all up. Well, hopefully, man, like the Marcion when the Bible was getting put together, he was one of them rich white men that always came and said, look, forget the Old Testament and just let's stay with Paul's letters. That God Paul's talking about is nicer than the other God. Because Paul had a different mission. He was bringing in the other people. Believe me, the other people had already got the wrath of God, the northern kingdom. So when Paul was come out, now they want to keep that, thinking it's tonight. Same God, same commandments, same instructions of what to do, same instructions of what not to do. Paul didn't speak against that, but they gonna lie to you, though. That's why they was counting on you Negroes to be dumb. Y'all supposed to be dumb. I don't know who told y'all to go learn something. I don't know who told y'all that. But that ain't what y'all supposed to be. Y'all wasn't supposed to have no understanding. But the most I said, I'm going to give you the understanding. Go ahead. Let's go to Micah chapter 6, verse 12.
This is the book of Micah, chapter 6 and verse 12. For the rich men thereof are full of violence.
What?
Are full of violence.
But they supposed to be having a good time. So what they run around killing stuff for? That's why we don't wear suits no more. Because the biggest killers wear what? Suits. And we love that. We as black people think we the sharpest thing when they got a suit on. Because we follow behind what the other nation did. Put on your garments. Your holy garment. The most beautiful thing. But no, we got to put on a suit. Steve Harvey, think he the man. No, you ain't nothing but a puppet. You got on a puppet suit. The pastors. Everybody telling us, no, you can't do business. I'm not going to do business with you then, buddy. Because, brother, I'm gonna throw these fringes on whatever I got on. I don't need the suit. That's what the rich man, that's what they do. Rich man don't have to do nothing. He's seeing the other Negro to come kill you. Go ahead. He always violent. But we thinking that they having a great time. They not having a great time because when you got money, there's always somebody wants some of that money. So they always thinking, hold on, who trying to take this? Who trying to do this? Who trying to do that? What they say, more money, more problem. But we be like, man, give me some more problems then. That's Poe in the mud, boy. You just say, I'll take the problem. Go ahead.
And the inhabitants thereof have spoken lies, and their tongue is deceitful in their mouth.
They what?
And their tongue is deceitful in their mouth.
Man, these heathens, man, tongues is deceitful at all times, man. You women thinking y'all getting a deal on that extra hair? No, you not. They got that hair for free. They done just mowed that little girl hair off right off her head and sold it to you. This came from such and such. This was from India. They probably broken the house to take that hair. We don't know. They don't say it to you for how much them hairs be costing? The good stuff.
Hundreds of dollars.
One bag of it. What?
Yeah. She'd be more than that sometimes.
No wonder y'all don't want to get that wet. God damn.
They about 100 bundles. They have to buy like 7-8 bundles.
I be seeing them at the pool. They won't get in the pool. Throwing water on them.
Then get what? And then they have it all different colors. And I know we grew up, we seen Treasure Trove cartoons. Now we can go to the pool and see the Treasure Trove cartoons. You see red hair, green hair, blue hair, all kind of hair.
$1,000.
Yeah, and them to look like a troll. They stuck to the line. No.
I remember I had to go and do a show as a security, and they told me to watch the hair. I was outside watching the cars and make sure nothing got broken. No. Come in here. Watch the hair. I'm like, ain't nobody gonna do that with that hair. I didn't know. $1,000 a year. I see why they pay me the money to watch the hair. Let's go, man. God dang it, boy.
Verse 13.
No, I don't need 13. I don't need 13. Need some more hair. Nah. Amos, let's go to Amos 2 and 4.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 2 and verse 4. Thus said the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Judah, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they have despised the law of the Lord.
Say that again.
Because they have despised the law of the Lord.
Start off from the beginning.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 2 and verse 4. Thus said the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Judah, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they despise the law of the Lord, and have not kept his commandments.
He said, I ain't even going to turn away from this punishment. Not to the heathen, to us. Because we despise the Most High God's law. Why? Because we are so caught up with what everybody else got going on. That's why a lot of times, man, the best thing to do, just say your butt home. Because you get out there, you mess around and get in something you ain't supposed to be in. We always trying to find something. Then we try to blame it. It just happened. No, it didn't just happen. You scoot closer to the girl, Negro, you got something on your mind. It's best you just stay over here. Go ahead.
And their lies caused them to err.
And they what?
And their lies caused them to err. After the which their fathers have walked.
See, and that's the thing about it. We hate people lying to it, but we like people lying to it.
You hate people of our nation to lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what? Esau can lie to you all day.
And there you are, right over there with him. Hey, you ain't lying, boy. That's exactly what it is.
My buddy, it's my buddy.
He lied to me. But shit, the nigga at work lied to you. You ain't say nothing to him. See, that's one reason I only have a few jobs. Because, man, I can only stay on jobs until they trip. Because I say stuff. I say stuff. I will just say it. To the boss and everything. They be looking at me. They be scared to fire me. I know they got to go, but I don't know. They fire me with letters.
I learned my lesson. Shut my mouth.
Yeah. Oh, Jeremiah, yeah, same thing.
Christmas trees, it's not even playing.
But go ahead.
Verse 5. But I will send a fire upon Judah, and it shall devour the palaces of Jerusalem.
So that fire's coming up on us too, because some of this stuff ain't going on. The Most High is doing all of this. Because our people just won't turn back. Just won't do it. I don't know. I thought when I heard the truth, I thought that was the best news I ever heard in my life. What? We who? We what? I started. We was struggling on the planet. I thought I was great. I thought I knew something.
But guess what? A lot of times when we was growing up, you guys gotta think, even the youngsters growing up right now, you ain't got to tell them. They can feel it. They can see it.
Right.
They see all the nations that's around them that can't, they can't touch this, man. They can't do nothing with us. They can't, look at it. They can't be singing, running. You know, them Africans, they run for a long time. We don't do all this. We kind of plain, we do it during the tent. But
Right.
well, for the most part, guess what? They can't too much stuff they can beat us in, except lies and deceit.
Not even in science and the mathematics. Boy, you go to New York, you can't get in the projects unless you know some mathematics. Y'all think I'm playing? I'm serious. I'm dead serious. They gonna ask you what's your mathematics. All I'm trying to have that old we woke. Yes. protons, the neutrons, or the something. That's what you got to get in there. You don't got no mathematics. They telling you now, because you got to know some mathematics from the other projects. I'm telling y'all.
That's a real
thing. We got scientists talking about
It's like say, what's your mathematics? Well, I go by the number 19. D
they gonna have
D go for 4,
that.
and A go mean N go for 14, and A go for 1.
I'm telling you, man, y'all think it's a game. Go to New York, man, and go to these projects.
Because
that's what they finna ask you. What's your mathematics?
They expecting you to know something.
Exactly.
When they break down, like they say the number 19, they break down the word D and A.
Yes.
D is the 4th letter of the alphabet. N is the 14th letter of the alphabet. A is the first letter of the alphabet. That's how they get the number 19.
19, yes.
This is how they break down it. This they lingo. If you don't know, like I'm saying, you're going to have to know something. This ain't something that we just making up some stuff. This is some real life things that they talking about.
Yeah.
But look, because basically they telling you not finna come here being a dummy.
Hey, yeah, and you better know something.
You better know something.
We finna get you. Let's go. Read that, Hosea. Let's go to Hosea 10 and 13.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 10 and verse 13. Ye have plowed wickedness. Ye have reaped iniquity. Ye have eaten the fruit of lies, because thou didst trust in thy way, in the multitude of thy mighty men.
In the what?
In the multitude of thy mighty men.
So we trust in everything that they got going on. So right now, he's not in that rage right yet. He's just not in that big rage right now. Why? Because we listen to all his lies. Whatever this devil tell us, we like it. It's okay. Whatever he tell us. But them Negroes on them corners out there reading that Bible, there's some lying niggas. That's what they got. God dang, we ain't said nothing. We read the Bible. Do you believe in the Bible? Yeah. Well, hold on, let me read this. He lying. God dang it. But Joel Osteen to come right out there and, well, this is my Bible. And this is my such. Put that Bible down, and whatever Joel Osteen say, we believe it. They got a Coliseum. There's a lot of Negroes in there. Y'all ever see the watch how the camera when they're panning around. Negroes will chase out the white man, but when you go right on a Sunday to a black church, boy, you ain't gonna find no white man up in that mud, boy. Every now and then. See, we'll run and listen to the other nation. Even though I pass the line, they don't even want to go over there, though. They'll take theirs way over there across town to this big, gigantic church to listen to this dude give him a motivational speech. Go ahead.
Ye have plowed wickedness. You have reaped iniquity. Ye have eaten the fruit of lies, because thou didst trust in thy way, in the multitude of thy mighty men. Therefore shall a tumult arise among thy people, and all thy fortresses shall be spoiled. Al-Shalman spoiled Bar-Rabel in the day of battle. The mother was dashed in pieces upon her children.
And that's what happened to us, because we still in the same thing. We just like the lie. But we always trying to figure out what's going on. Why we keep going through it? Because we keep listening to the lies. It's always the lies that get us. But I don't know, they make them sound so good. Let's go to 2 Ezra chapter 8. Start at verse 27.
This is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 8 and verse 27. Regard not the wicked inventions of the heathen.
He said, do what?
Regard not the wicked inventions of the heathen.
Don't regard these inventions that they come up with. They got everything to make your life easy. Some of you don't even go to the restaurant no more. Won't go grocery shopping. Everything you can do right here. Then talking about getting in the mirror. I'm getting bigger. Yes. Grocery store is good. You walk. That's exercise. We ordered everything. Won't even get in. I ain't going to McDonald's. 15 minutes.
Grubhub.
15 minutes. You waiting on an unhealthy meal that you paid extra for. They got Inventions for you. You can sit around and do nothing all day long. They got it for you. Just to make your life easy.
And that's what what's that General Shaw said, man. He said, what about the Chinese man? He said, oh, Chinese man ain't gonna do nothing but make you some food real quick.
Mm-hmm. Quick.
That's it.
You ain't lying, boy. They cook chicken faster than anybody I was saying, boy. Well, it might not be chicken, but but man, let's go.
Regard not the wicked inventions of the heathen, but desire of those that keep thy testimonies in affliction.
And what?
In affliction.
He said, but the desire of those that keep thy testimony. This, look around, people, look left. I'm going to do like the pastor. Look to your neighbor to your right. Look to your neighbor to your left. Them are the ones y'all need to be coming and getting together with. Them the ones y'all should be trusted. But you need to be trustworthy though now too now. You need to be trustworthy. Because sometimes y'all might just look to your neighbor to the right, just slap the crap out of them. Look to your neighbor to the left and elbow him in the throat. But we need to be trustworthy. These are the people we need to be looking at. Go ahead.
Verse 28. Think not upon those that have walked frankly before thee, but remember them, which according to thy will have known thy fear.
He said, remember them, the ones that fear the Most High. Those are the people you need to be, what's they say, man? Because it's better to deal with somebody who fear God. Because, you know, you ain't got to worry about them lying. You know why? Because they be like, Sue, I can't lie to you because I might get killed.
And guess what? And if any brother and sister know that we are under grace, guess what? We should know that I'm not wasting my grace.
Exactly. I ain't
I'm
wasting
not
my
wasting
time.
my grace on somebody. I'm going to sit here and bust a lie out to you so I can waste some of my grace on you. No. I don't know what's going to go on down the line. I need all my grace, man. I don't know how brothers and sisters think it.
That's what they say. Don't lie.
Yeah, no.
Can you just lie up? So that's another mark in my book. And when he hold them books up like this, and there's your lie that I told, got yours out, now mine I'm better because I told a lie for you. No.
Not that they say.
No, we ain't gonna play that game. That's just make it easier for you to deal with somebody. When everybody that fear God, so you ain't gonna go cheat on that person or with that other person, that married woman. Why? Because you fear God. Gotta have you just like that dude on Color Purple. How he died? Up on me.
Yeah. And that was all dead.
On top of it. Because that's how y'all should be thinking. I know the girl look good, but Negro, when you get in that house, you better think,
That's what a brother that used to be with us had a condom in his backpack. I said, brother, what you think the Most High God is? So he'll kill you through that damn condom. The hell you think it is, man? And we be forgetting. We always want to go to another damn source but our God, man. And that's the thing that gets me most about our people and the way they talk so boldly. Like science can save them, like medicine can save them. Y'all, they forgetting. Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 39. This is what our God said, man. It said, the book of Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 39. See now that I am he. There is no God with me. I kill, I make alive, I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
Nope.
So if you going through any damn affliction or whatever you going through, how in the hell you think you going to go to the creature to save you? The creature's not going to save you. You better go to the one that's doing it to you. That's the one we got to go to. We can't go to nothing else, man. When we looking at our life and looking at how we are in this truth, what are we, if we in the truth for the truth, and you not trying to get the truth, what the hell are we in the truth for?
Yeah.
What are we in the truth for if you don't want the truth? Like you say, I'm not wasting my grace on somebody. No, I'm not. No, and then I love all y'all. I'm not gonna waste my grace on y'all. Sit up here and lie to you. No. Man, I love y'all. I ain't gonna waste my grace. Y'all can miss me with that. I don't know how y'all feel. Y'all should be feeling the same way towards everybody else too. I'm not gonna waste my grace on you, no sir. That ain't how that look. I heard brothers say, yeah, if I had to go over there, man, I don't care if I got to smoke a blunt to save his life. Bro, you not in the damn truth. Yeah, I had to go over there and smoke a blunt with them to save his life, bro. You not in the truth, bro.
Not gonna take the word to them. I gotta do what they do in order for them to listen to me.
I said, boy.
And y'all all high staring at the wall. Let's go back, man. 8 and 29.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 8, verse 29. Let it not be thy will to destroy them which have lived like beasts, but to look upon them that have clearly taught thy law.
Look upon who?
But to look upon them that have clearly taught thy law.
That's who we need to be looking at. The people who can teach us about these laws. The people who can teach us what's going on in this Bible. If you can't do that, Negro, go on. Now, I don't want to go to the club. I want to go to Deuteronomy 15 and 24. Let's go there. That's what we need to be looking at. Somebody that's feeling, hey, man, I need to walk with this. It's that serious, man. I know we done got to the point where this stuff ain't that serious no more because it ain't going to happen.
There's another precept for beasts. Let's go to the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 32. What Paul was saying.
1 Corinthians.
1 Corinthians chapter 15, start at verse 31.
Book of 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 31. I protest by your rejoicing, which I have in Yahushua our Lord. I die daily.
He did what?
I die daily.
Meaning Paul killed off that flesh every day. Just like brothers and sisters should be doing every day in this walk. Read on up.
If after the manner of men I have fought with beasts of Ephesus.
It's Ephesus. Read that again.
I'm sorry, Salaki. If after the manner of men I have fought with beasts of Ephesus.
So Paul is letting you know that he did what? He fought with beasts at Ephesus. Meaning what? People that wasn't keeping the commandments. Read on up.
What advantage it me?
It said, what advantage it me? Read on.
If the dead rise not. Let us eat and drink, for tomorrow we die.
Because guess what? A lot of times you don't know when that judgment is going to come. You want to make sure that you getting your spirit in tune to guess what? Be counted worthy in that day.
That's right.
You know, doing your best, that you trying to keep these commandments to the best of your abilities, man. Go ahead, Al.
So that means if you died physically tomorrow, you should have died earlier that day.
That's right. That's right. Did y'all catch that? What he's saying? If you died tomorrow, you should have died. You should have died earlier. That means, guess what? You should have killed off that flesh earlier before you died. That's what it's saying.
All praise. Let's go back.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 8 and verse 30.
Are we on 30? Well, I don't need 30. Let's go to Acts 13 and 10. So we're about to go somewhere in a little bit. We're about to get in this class in a minute.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 13 and verse 10. And said, O full of all subtlety and all mischief, thou child of the devil.
Thou what?
Thou child of the devil.
Thou who?
Thou child of the devil.
And we already found out what was last week that this devil is a man, one who deceived. We done got so used to stepdaddies in America, god dang it, now all of a sudden we don't even like our real daddy no more. The Most High is your real daddy. But for some odd reason, your stepdaddy keep giving you that little piece of gum and you like, yeah, I like him. He don't whoop me. Because he don't give a damn about you. Get that again. Read that one more time.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 13 and verse 10. And said, O full of all subtlety and all mischief, thou child of the devil.
These people are the children of the devil, man. That's what they are. That's who they are. Don't go following your stepdaddy, man. Not when your real daddy is right there. Now, some of us ain't got no choice because we don't know who our daddy is. But we know who our father is right here.
It's in heaven, man.
This is the only one that loved us, the only one that cared, the only one that ever gave us anything. But your stepdad is showing you all alive. Well, I got you. I'm going to get you at Christmas. Wait till New Year's. Wait till New Year's. I ain't got it this time. That's what the white man telling us every time. He giving us everything. Yeah, hold on here. Like your brother said. $1,400. Then give it back.
Right.
That's what they doing. And we loving it. Give us $1,400 more for what? So he can take it back again? I can't wait till that next check come out. So I can give it back to him. I guess that's fun to our people, boy. Here. No, thank you. Here. Thank you. While they sitting up there growing all, just building their wealth up. Playing with the same dollar with you. Same dollar. Same dollar. Let's go to Ezekiel 11 and 2.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 11 and verse 2. Then said he unto me, Son of man, these are the men that devise mischief.
What?
These are the men that devise mischief.
Moses, I'm finna give you one. Go ahead. These are what?
These are the men that devise mischief and give wicked counsel in the city.
That's what they do. That's what they telling you. You can't keep the commandments. You can't keep them. Then we be like, I can't keep them when we keep them. No, they tell you everything is always a lie. It's always something deceptive, man. Don't trust nothing they got to tell you. Go ahead.
Verse 3, which say, it is not near. Let us build houses. This city is the cauldron.
What do they say?
This city is the
Start
cauldron.
from the top of that.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 11 and verse 3, which say, it is not near. Let us build houses.
Man, this ain't near. The Most High is not returning now. They've been saying that since back in the biblical days. They've been saying that back in, ain't that what y'all heard? They've been saying it's the end, the world is at hand, the end is near. They always been saying that. And then here it is right here. Most High know exactly what's going on. Read that again.
Which say, it is not near. Let us build houses. This city is the cauldron, and we be the flesh.
He said this city is the cauldron, we be the flesh. He said, hey, let us go ahead and build houses. He ain't coming back no time soon. Thought about that when I was talking to my brother. I was like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and buy this house. And he's like, for what? It's going to get knocked down? I'm like, yeah, you're right. They had me as a 30-year mortgage. What? For what? It might not even come that. It won't win 30. I've been got a 30-year mortgage in 2 years. That's all I had at house. Everything get knocked down. This ain't the place we need to even be. This ain't what we need to be thinking about our money getting put. That's what everybody always trying to get that little back. Even the ones who in the truth, they always look for, just in case something don't happen, I need these little riches on the side, though. So I can, but the Most High like, man, hold on, don't put your riches on this planet, not in America. Didn't you hear what I told you gonna happen here? Not one brick gonna be standing on top of another. I got this 3-story house, so.
Because we know, like Christ said in Matthew chapter 6, tell us the what? I guess y'all don't know who y'all. Matthew chapter 6 and verse 19. Man, these common precepts.
Now you talking low. I don't hear it. They don't explain to everybody, nobody but themselves.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 6 and verse 19. Lay not up treasures for yourselves upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, where thieves break through and steal.
Where thieves can break through and steal. This is your money that you got in your pocket, right? Read on.
But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt,
Read.
and where thieves do not break through or steal.
Read on.
Verse 21. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.
That's the point. Like I was saying, you laying up your treasure, guess what? You going out, and it's good to, have things. There ain't nothing wrong with that. But if this is, you pouring all this, guess what, man? We got a whole nation of people that's keeping the commandments, that's out here trying to really build and trying to grow in this truth that you can possibly help. You got congregations, you got all these things. Where you lay your treasures up, that's where your heart gonna be. Not just physically money, because you're supposed to give on. But guess what? The time that you put in for the Most High God, this is your treasures too. All these things count, man, because there's plenty of things to do in Israel, right?
And where you put your money in, that's where your heart is.
That's it.
So I want to buy a new truck, but I don't know, man, if I'm gonna even be able to drive this song. I'll be like, man, what if the most out just add all up anyway? I guess money ain't gonna be no good no way. At least we ain't gotta look at no white man on another dollar bill no more. Let's go back.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 11 and verse 4. Therefore, prophesy against them. Prophesy, O son of man.
Prophesy against them, man. Tell them. Y'all keep coming down. The lies got to stop. The Most High is coming back.
And also in that verse 3, that city Calderon is where they was in captivity in 597 BC. Matter of fact, jump down to verse 24.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 11 and verse 24. Afterwards, the Spirit took me up and brought me in a vision by the Spirit of God unto Chaldea, to them of the captivity.
Because this is going into the Calderon is going into the land of the Chaldeans, going to where we was in captivity. So guess what? We felt like at one part of our time that we was going off, but guess what? At the same time, there was some people like, they don't give a damn. We finna. When is he coming back? Oh, I can do this. I ain't worried about this.
And it's talking about America because how the Chaldean and the Chaldean is a part of what? Kingdom. Babylon. Where we at today? There we go.
So the vision that I had seen went up from me. Then I spake unto them of the captivity of all the things that the Lord had showed me.
Let's go back.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 11 and verse 5.
No, only 5. Let's just go to Hosea 7 and 13.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 7 and verse 13. Woe unto them, for they have fled from me. Destruction unto them, because they have transgressed against me. Though I have redeemed them, yet they have spoken lies against me.
And now that's what our people doing right now. Even though the Most High done brought us out a whole lot of stuff, we lying, calling it Christianity. We lying on God. God loves everybody. Then we say, prove it. Show us in the Bible, anywhere in the Bible, where it say that. Then they start talking. Blah, 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 blah. Because they know they can't show us. They don't know. They heard it so much. It's in there. Y'all know the Bible better than that. Okay, if we know the Bible better than you, we telling you it ain't in there, then they still don't want to listen to it.
That's what they say. Come as y'all. We still ain't found it here, man.
None of that. Because we stuck on all them lies, man. Our people, I'm not even, forget the other nation, our people love them lies, man. Love them. They don't, man, I'm good. See, because them lies make them have a false security. They feel like behind them lies, I can do what I want to do with no consequences. Our people hate accountability. Men and women, we just hate accountability. Hold on, we always, boy, we just like Adam. Well, that was that woman you gave me. She didn't make you eat that, Adam. She told you she liked it and it was good. You didn't have to eat it. But we got excuses. Blank. Not one finger ever do this. We don't be like, that was my fault, my bad. I did that. We love them fingers, boy. Boy, that'd be one of the worst things, boy. If he was in edge in captivity, what you want me to do? Cut your arm off on your finger. Just take the arm. How dumb are we? As long as I got a finger to point at somebody else, I need this, do this.
And this is Jake, man. This is how Jake thinks. We is in captivity. Sometimes we watch the news, and you'll see Jakes all around. Some of the Jakes get killed, but you'll see Heathen might sometimes survive through it. Mm-hmm. Why do we think these things happen? Man, we in captivity, man. Guess what? The Lord, I'm going to show y'all something right quick. Go to 1 Kings. I'm going to show y'all. This is crazy, though. What the Lord says, when we even, the people talking about saving, what you call the places in the war right now? Ukraine. They want to save Ukraine. You take your crazy butt over there, what's going to happen?
They won't even let them. Boy, them dudes try to leave, boy, they told them, no, you can't leave. You're going to fight for it. They're like, I ain't even from here. You're going to fight.
That's right.
They got an escape, man.
1 Kings chapter 20 and verse, verse 42. Watch what the Lord says.
This is the book of 1 Kings, chapter 20 and verse 42. Mm-hmm. And he said unto him, Thus said the Lord, because thou hast let go out of thy hand a man whom I have appointed to utter destruction, therefore thy life shall go for his life.
What did the Lord say?
Therefore shall thy life go for his life.
Because guess what? You want to be like them, your life going to go for their life.
I appointed him for destruction.
This is how our God talk. You can play around with our God like he didn't say this. Right. But your life going to go for their life, man. They want to save master. But go save them then. Your life gonna go for his life.
And what you doing? You lying on the Most High. He said, "Look, I say I'm gonna destroy them." No, you're not.
God loves everybody.
No, he's not gonna do that. Like you gonna stop them? I saved them for destruction. Well. I'm going to change your mind, God. Just give me about 5 minutes.
Come on, man. Read that again. Watch what it say again, man.
This is the book of 1 Kings, chapter 20 and verse 42. And he said unto him, Thus saith the Lord, because thou hast let go out of thy hand a man whom I appointed to utter destruction.
Because they was appointed for destruction, man. Read.
Therefore, thy life shall go for his life, and thy people for his people.
That's why 2/3 of the people are not going to make it.
Exactly.
That's why. This is why. Because your life is going to be given to them. I mean, guess what? Why you think they're going to? Why you think? Just like we tell people all the time, who you think going to the lake of fire first? You think the other nations going or we're going first?
We're going first.
We going first.
Yes.
Guess what the 2/3 will be there first. Because judgment starts where?
In the house of them. And that's the first thing. Well, God dang it, I was trying to save him. Man, I died.
You ain't get what? You ain't got to talk to him. You ain't got to be like, hey, let little Johnny little what his name, Ralph. Guess what? Little Brent, let them go, man. Let them go, man. Guess what? I'm going to go tell Chase on him today. No, let them go, man. Because you don't want to give your life for their life. Keep the commandments, man. These things is plain, man. Go ahead,
Let's go back. Hosea 7 and 14.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 7 and verse 14. And they have not cried unto me with their heart.
We ain't even hey. Sometimes, like I said, sometimes, man, it take more than you ever did before. You gotta go back and cry to the Most High to come out. Go ahead.
And they have not cried unto me with their heart. When they howled upon their beds.
Mm-hmm.
When they howled upon their beds.
We were talking about that earlier.
Isaiah 52:5.
Yeah. Go ahead.
They assembled themselves for corn and wine.
And
they assembled themselves for corn and wine.
We ready to eat and drink. Go ahead.
Well, guess what? And guess what? The corn and wine goes into what? Tithe. Guess what? It goes into the tithe. The things that's supposed to be left up in the storehouses, right? Go ahead.
They already eating it.
They already eating it, man.
Go ahead.
They assembled themselves for corn and wine, and they rebelled against me.
That's the only time we want to go to God when we need some material. When it's time to pass out that corn and wine on here, hey, where mine at?
On the street. That's what they do on the street.
But when God say, hey, you gonna keep my command? I don't know about all that, but just give me mine. I'll think about it later. Go ahead.
Verse 15. Though I have bound and strengthened their arms, yet do they imagine mischief against me.
Even though the Most High God is, you walking off with all kind of stuff in your arm. You walking off to my, that nigga, man, I can't stand that dude, man. He didn't even give me no, he only gave me one loaf of bread, man. That's how people do. Walking out with everything. God gave you everything. And we still complaining, talking bad about it. God dang it. I asked for a Diet Coke.
And they, man, you see them, you see the homies on the street doing that for real?
Yes.
We ain't even listen to y'all niggas. Y'all will never come out here and feed us. Brother, we feeding you the whole time. You just not receiving it.
I used to pass out them shirts. $20 shirts with the fringes and all that on it. Negro took a shirt and cussed me out next week. Cussed the crap out of me. I was like, hold on, let me this. Boy, that's our people, man. That's our people. Go ahead, finish it up.
Verse 16. They return, but not to the Most High.
They what?
They return, but not to the Most High.
They return, but not to the Most High. See, after they done got all they can from the Most High, they still talking bad about him because he done missed this little thing that don't mean nothing. So now they come back. Now I ain't going to that nigga over there. Same one left off them 2 pieces of bread. Man, squash that. I'm going to go over here.
Little weak nigga left my bread off.
With this fake bread, this GMO, this pork. I'm going to go over there. Let's go. Yeah, that's all I need on that. That was Hosea. Let's go to Proverbs 6 and 13. I'm moving through them fast today, y'all. I'm trying to get y'all done. I'm not doing part 2. But nothing. That's why I'm trying to get this done.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 6 and verse 13. He winketh with his eyes. He speaketh with his feet. He teacheth with his fingers.
And that's what they do. Our people do it, but they do it also. You can believe when you watching all them presidential debates, that's all they doing is throwing up demonic signs. Hey, vote for me. That's what they do. Go ahead.
Verse 14. Forwardness is in his heart.
When they doing that, that's Bill Clinton used to always do that. He used to go, what's his? I used to be like, put your hand down.
The Illuminati sign.
Yeah.
With the triangle with the
All
eye.
of they doing all that stuff. They speaking in code. Y'all don't understand. The devil doing his thing. Believe me, he doing his job. All we gotta do is line up and start doing our job. Go ahead.
He deviseth mischief continually.
He do what?
He deviseth mischief continually.
He devised mischief continually. He don't stop. Although we take plenty breaks. He don't. He don't. He works overtime. Some of y'all just want your 40 hours to go home and get 2 days off. But guess what? He working 24 hours, 7 days a week. He ain't never stopped. Go ahead.
He soweth discord.
He what?
He soweth discord.
He sowed discord. That's what he do. Y'all don't think, why y'all getting in these little arguments about nothing? If it ain't the physical man, it's a spiritual thing, the demon coming to you. He's sowing discord. That's all he's trying to do. You Negroes is the prize, but you don't even know it yet. You don't even know it.
And then precept for wicked with his eyes and all of that. That's in Sirach 27 and 22. Make sure y'all write that down. In fact, I'll read it.
You read it.
The book of Sirach, chapter 27, verse 22. He that winketh with the eyes worketh evil, and he that knoweth him will depart from him.
And if you know it, that means you got to have these law statutes, get that spirit of discernment. That comes from keeping these law statutes and commandments, because you'll be able to see it. Because the spirit that's in this Bible is the same spirit they're working in. That's why y'all need to be doing more study. So then when that spirit come upon you, you realize what it is you dealing with. Let's go back. 14. No. 15.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 6 and verse 15. Therefore shall his calamity come suddenly. Suddenly shall he be broken without remedy.
And then it's going to come on you so hard, so fast, you're going to be broke without no remedy. Not knowing how I get out of this one. Oh, man. Suddenly, bam, it happened. A lot of times we don't think it'll happen. It ain't going to happen to us. I can just do this one time. I'll get away with it. No, you can't. Because suddenly it'll come right on you. And ain't no doctor going to be able to help you. They just going to get you medicated on stuff that isn't none of it working. Now, if you do get here, you're addicted to 12 other medicines now. And you'll be back in the hospital because you're taking the stuff that they try to get rid of the stuff that you thought. Boy, that's what this nation do. That's what they do. Let's go to that was Psalms chapter 10 and 2.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 10 and verse 2. The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor.
Mm-hmm.
Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined.
Mm-hmm. Let them what?
Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined.
Let them be taken in the devices they done imagine. Let them get shot with the gun they invented. Let them get blown up by the bomb that they got. Let them get COVID-19. Let them do it. See, you don't have to go through that stuff if you come back to the God. You don't got to. Let your enemy get it. I don't give a damn what they come out with. They can come with the new one, COVID Ebola. Oh, well. I wouldn't give a damn what they come up with. That's on them. I'll let them get it. You gonna put on a mask? Nope. You gonna stay 6 feet apart? Nope. I'm trusting in the Most High. Let them get it. All that stuff they coming up with these devices, every goddamn thing you turn around, lying to us about everything that happened. If you listen to them, goddamn it, I don't even know what Putin doing in Ukraine. The way the Ukraine just whooping their butt, like the way they making it sound like Ukraine just tying it. Yeah, they do. Then you be like, well, hold on. Well, what y'all worried about for? If Ukraine winning, what is y'all worried about for? That's what I say. I know you're lying, because then when I turn on Al Jazeera News, Ukraine tearing their butt around, sitting all around, they're waiting. I wish that nigga would bring you out, come out the house. Come out the house. Now I say, hold on, somebody lying. Because they show me that Putin tearing up stuff, but America say they winning. I don't understand when all my buildings get knocked down as I'm on camera and I'm winning. Right. These Negroes is in my house. It ain't that I'm over there tearing up stuff. They in here and I'm winning. But that's how America do. Lies, man. Lies, man. Go ahead.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 10 and verse 3. For the wicked boasted of his heart's desire, and blessed the covetous, whom the Lord abhorred.
He said, see, they love what they doing. They boast about it. We got this. We this. You better not touch America. We this. And then now everybody's starting like, shit, America touching. Don't do this. They boast on it. We got this. I said, well, we got one too. They boast about it, man. They said that's what they do. And he said, bless the covetous, and blessed the covetous, whom the Lord hated. See, they like Putin. Y'all think they don't? They like Putin. Because Putin like them. He just like them. It's just, God dang it. That's why they say, nah, go ahead, go on, Putin. You know, hey, they ain't doing nothing. We just don't want you coming blowing us up. So go ahead. We know we done blew up a whole lot of stuff too.
No, because how they looking at it, yeah. You said they look at Putin, them looking at it like, no. Fool, y'all must have got a few years ago. Y'all took Iran and Iraq.
All that.
Y'all took their oil. Don't get mad that we come down here and take this. Don't get mad.
Exactly. Y'all took oil, we gonna take the gas line.
For real, don't get mad.
And that's how they say. That's how. Yeah, they don't. That's why they don't mind what Putin doing. That's why they ain't going over there, because they know y'all do the same. Y'all, like he said, y'all just went down there. Negro, they ain't much found a firecracker over in Iraq.
Right. And guess what?
Weapon of mass destruction.
For real. And you know they'll tell on each other because they been doing it. That's what Trump said when him and Hillary Clinton run against each other. He said, yeah, I cheated on my taxes. He looked around and looked straight at her. And she did too. And didn't nobody say a damn thing. He said, yeah, he said it twice. Yeah, I did. And she did too.
And you know what?
So
that was never brought back up.
Guess what? They didn't never bring it back up again.
Everybody like, leave them taxes alone. They gonna find out. They gonna know.
Real.
They gonna know.
And they tell on each other in front of the American people. Guess what? People still like, oh, my president such and such. Here you go. That's a damn shame.
That's crazy. Let's go back to 3. Yeah, verse 4. Let's go to verse 4.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 10 and verse 4. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after God.
And they don't seek after no God. They can tell y'all all the time. All of them lie when they come to that. You believe in the Bible? Yes. I do what Jesus say. No, you don't. He kept the commandment. No, you don't do that. They always say that they follow the Most High. Then what do you do? What part are you following? I love everybody. Because see, when they say love, you got to show something. Just saying I love you don't mean you love somebody. Go ahead.
God is not in all his thoughts.
At all.
Not at all.
You think they thinking about God when they doing what they doing across the world? You think they thinking about God at the Wall Street? You think they thinking about God when they sitting up there in them buildings making laws? Go ahead.
Verse 5, his ways are always grievous.
They what?
His ways are always grievous.
See, keeping the commandments is not grievous.
But his ways
are what? Always grievous.
And then they make the commandments hard.
Hard.
They switched it up. They switch it up. Y'all laws is grievous, but the American laws ain't grievous.
They ain't grievous.
But the Lord said, no, their loss is always grievous.
That's too many to do. It's 613. You got over 100,000 laws, man. And ain't nobody in the rush to go to jail. We be stopping at the stoplight, ain't a cop outside, and we just stop. Ain't nobody out. It's 3 in the morning. And we sitting there. Stop. I run the crap out there.
Every time.
I run it all the time. Because they got us that program. We obey everything they got for us. We be just sitting there. You forget about it. God dang, I've been there 20 minutes and a car that came through no side. And we still stopped at the light. Negro, I give him 13 seconds.
Well, you better, I give him 10.
I give him 13.
10. Nah, I come down every time, man.
Now, I give him 3 more extra because I got to look both ways. But I'm not sitting there that long. That's what they got you programmed to do. But God's law is hard. And I think the light even be making fun of you too, because it stays on forever, don't it? Just this. That must have been green. Ain't nobody came down the road in the last 15 minutes.
And then the other side keep coming through, and you looking up like, damn, that light is green on their side.
Well, I was gonna say, boy, I tell you, man. Let's go back, finish reading on it.
His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight.
Mm-hmm.
As for all
they what? Their judgments are what?
Thy judgments are far above out of his sight.
Because one thing, the judgments are horrible. Horrible. We all equal. But that white man can do whatever he wants, and he don't even go to jail for that long at all. That Negro, I bet you better not do nothing. You be like, hold on, I did the same thing he did.
We don't give a damn.
He got probation. You got 25 years. Whoa, how'd that happen? Go ahead,
Thy judgments are far above out of his sight.
Mm-hmm.
As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them.
He what?
He puffeth at them.
See, God's judgments are out of his sight. He don't believe what's going to happen. He said to all his enemies, though.
That's him. Oh, you ain't enemy. You ain't nothing. I dropped this nuke on y'all ass.
That's exactly what he puffing at them.
He like, then Negroes be like, yeah, man, I got something that shoot out the sky. He'll put a drone over here, kill your whole family.
Yeah. He puff at them. Negroes, you think I bet they be laughing in one out. We need to rise up and revolutionize and go attack the white man. You be like, yeah, right. They got to turn your lights off and your water off and the monitor. I ain't going to shoot guns. And we'll be right, boy. We'll be right in line, boy, waiting for another. Hey, man, you need to give us one more stimulus check. I thought you was going to be revolutionary. Go ahead.
Verse 6, he said in his heart, I shall not be moved.
And that's what they think. They don't think, Esau don't think he can move. You got 2 of them stubborn sitting right there. Putin don't think he can be removed. And so the United States don't think nothing can happen to them. Because that's the same goddamn, they the same people. Just divided amongst each other.
2 wings of the same bird.
And that's the reason they gonna fall too. Go ahead.
He said in his heart, I shall not be moved. For I shall never be in adversity.
He said what?
I shall never be in adversity.
I ain't gonna have no problem. I ain't gonna have no problem. You remember that movie? What was that? Don't drink your juice. Remember that boy had that? When that old boy had that? Do we have any problem? That man had that USSR missile on thing. Do we have any problem?
Crazy. USSR, Russia.
Yeah, they done stole it. And I'm saying, do we? That's what they said. I don't have no problem. I got something to handle it. But they always worry. Always. That's why they always figuring out stuff to keep everybody down. If I keep everybody down, guess what? I won't have no problem. But it's a problem trying to come up with devices to keep everybody down. Go ahead.
Verse 6 again from the top. He said, he had said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit. and fraud.
And that's all he about. He want to put curses on him. Deceit, fraud, everything that we have learned in America was a deceit and fraud. And what's so bad about it, until you come in this truth, we didn't even know it.
And guess what? Like you said, they can do it, but you better not do it.
You better not.
They'll commit fraud against you, but you better not, man. You better not. But guess what? They can steal your tax hard on dollars, but you can't steal theirs.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're going to persecute your ass to the fullest, man.
To the fullest.
They can kill one of yours, but you better not kill one of theirs. They're going to persecute your butt to the fullest, man. Let you go kill an Edomite. Well, you ain't never getting out of jail, man. Well, we in the state of Texas, boy, you going to get to need them.
And they dang sure ain't finna stop and get you no Burger King.
Hell no. Kill one of theirs.
On the way to jail. You ain't getting that. Nah. You ain't getting that.
Burger King, you like, well, man, you stopped and gave your old y'all. I seen on the news where y'all stopped and gave your old boy some Burger King. I done killed nine people in the church.
You ain't no boy. You don't look like
Dylan Roof. Can't stop the guy that was a Burger King. He done killed nine Jakes in the church. They got to go farm everything for him.
And had $700,000 before he made it to the jail cell.
Come on, man. Kill another nigga just was taking money to the bank. That's some real thing, man. Good what? And guess why you think the rappers being paid? It's still a nigga, kill a nigga obituary every time, man.
That's why they can't rap about nothing but
That's it.
what they want them to rap about. You better not come out with no knowledge. This nigga speaking knowledge.
Oh, you think you ain't never heard kids no more?
You so haven't, man.
You heard them no more?
They real said he an Israelite, boy, they shut him down, didn't they? That's what they did with the whole rap scene. Hold on, they spit knowledge. Somebody, they talking too smart. Cut that off. Get NWA, some niggas with an attitude. Let's go.
Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places that he doth murder the innocent.
What?
In the secret places doth he murder the innocent.
He sit in the secret places. Y'all see him when you go in the neighborhood. It's always that goddamn that law in that 4x4, in that sitting up there acting like he doing his paperwork. He watching you, nigga.
For real.
He watching you. You get put on for the most stupidest stuff. I pulled you over because you didn't use your left blinker. What? Man, you could let me make it on that. That ain't nothing to pull over.
For real, you in this Chevy and your lights out, so man, what we even? You gonna let me go or what?
All that, man.
But see, that like I said, you think about how I'm just giving an example. How Arlington, Texas, how Arlington is. Police sit out there all day long on Interstate 30, pulling over everybody. Y'all got Six Flags, Hurricane Harbor, 3 stadiums in there. That part of the city got plenty of money. Why y'all police so harassing so many people like that?
And that's one city I always say.
All of that.
Have you ever been to Arlington? Y'all think, look, Dallas is about 3 to 4 times bigger than Arlington. Arlington got the same amount of police Dallas got.
Boy.
I'm telling y'all, y'all.
You got it for real. That's crazy. They got everything. Y'all got, it's everything right here. One of the biggest malls in this part. Guess what? They got everything right there, and they police is horrible. Like you say, how you say horrible again? Huh?
Horrible.
Horrible.
Horrible. That's what they
real.
are, man. Because they everywhere, and they watching everything we do. They watch it. Man, I'm telling y'all, that's one place. I live in Grand Prairie. I don't even like going over there on that side of the county line. That's just right across, down the street from me. I don't like it because they lost everywhere. That's what they do. They lurk everything you do, boy. And believe me, in Austin, you will get pulled over. Don't go through there if you ain't got them lights. Your back light out, you better go get it fixed. Go ahead.
The book of Psalms, chapter 10 and verse 8. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor.
That's what they are. Waiting on the poor. Knowing they ain't got nothing, but let's go bother them. Knowing they can't pay, But let's go bother him. Let's go give him tickets.
Sink your pocket then.
Let's go put him in debt. Go ahead.
Verse 9, he lied in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lied in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net.
That's what they do. All this. They allow that dude to sit at that corner store and sell weed. But they don't bust him. They bust the Negro who just bought the weed and going back to the house. They waiting. Big old sign up there say no loitering. Them niggas be 14, 15 deep. That's loitering. Why y'all allowed it to go on? Then bust me when I leave from them. Set up.
That's right. What's the precept for poor? Y'all must thought we wasn't gonna stop asking questions or something. Call them slipping. Isaiah 14, verse 32.
Read it.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 32. What shall one then answer the messengers of the nation? That the Lord had founded Zion, and the poor of his people shall trust in it.
The poor of his people. That's Israel, y'all.
Everybody like, y'all, it was so tuned in, they couldn't even make up a precept.
Let's go back. Finish that up.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 10 and verse 10. He croucheth and humbleth himself.
See, he humbled himself. So we can't even be humble. But he know how to humble himself. See, a lion know when to just sit back and say, hey, I ain't gonna make no noise. A lion will let a water buffalo, they let all them things go right by, and they'll be acting like ain't nothing. I ain't even hungry.
Man, what?
And right when them things least suspect, they'll run way by him. Like, oh, he ain't even hungry. He ain't even trying to shoot. He hungry. He just know how to humble himself to get him something to eat. Same thing that white man be doing. They're nice as all outdoors.
Hey, buddy, how you doing, buddy?
He opening that door for you when you're going into 7-Eleven here. How's your day? I be just, boy, I ain't gonna, but they do that.
White man, like the African dude said, he said the white man God. He loved me. He gave me a job. He gave me this suit I got.
Oh boy, he literally said the white man is God. That dude said that. Yeah, he did. Go ahead.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 10 and verse 10. He croucheth and humble himself, that the poor may fall by his strong one.
By his what?
By his strong one.
Who's the strong one? The military, the police, CPS, the city ordinance, all them. Go ahead.
Verse 11. He had said in his heart, God had forgotten.
God what?
God had forgotten.
Man, God forgot about these people. See, them the ones that know who we are. Thank God ain't doing nothing for them. They figure they done tricked God. He ain't gonna do nothing for them, man. Hey, look, we done had them for, they done had us for a long time, y'all. A long time. They don't, man, God, he deep through with them.
He hideth his face. He will never see it.
He will never see. He don't even see what's going on. But the Most High is in control of all of this, man. All of it, man. Let's go to Psalms 115 and 2.
No, like we always say, a lot of times when you read the book of Psalms, it's basically King David going in on Esau. He said it in a coded message.
Yeah. And he's speaking, he's prophesying. A lot of times people just think he just says stuff. No, he's prophesying. Go ahead. 115 and 2.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 115 and verse 2. Wherefore should the heathen say, where is now their God?
He said, where is now their God? Start at 1. Let me read.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 115 and verse 1. Not unto us, O Lord, not unto us, but unto thy name give glory, for thy mercy and for thy truth's sake. Wherefore should the heathen say, where is now their God?
He said, where is now their God? Man, where they God at? All this stuff we doing now, that God ain't coming back. He forgot about it. He forgot about them. Go ahead.
Verse 3, but our God is in the heavens. He had done whatsoever he had pleased.
He's allowing this to happen, man. He's allowing it to happen. Let's go to Esther chapter 14 and verse 7. Chapter 14 and verse 7.
This is the book of Esther in the Apocrypha, chapter 14 and verse 7.
Caught y'all off guard with that one on.
The book of Esther, chapter 14 and verse 7. Because we worship their gods, O Lord, thou art righteous.
Because we what?
Because we worship their gods, O Lord, thou art righteous.
Go ahead.
Nevertheless, it satisfied them not that we are in bitter captivity.
He said, even when we worship their God, it still didn't satisfy them. They still got us what? Captive. Because we still running around there worshiping their God right now. Jesus. And guess what? We still in captivity. Go ahead.
But they have stricken hands with their idols.
They what?
But they have stricken hands with their idols.
Read.
Verse 9, that they will abolish the thing that thou with thy mouth hast ordained, and destroy thine inheritance, and stop the mouth of them that praise thee.
See, they destroyed everything that the Most High God ordained. Set up all their own stuff. Our people follow right behind them. Go ahead.
And quench the glory of thy house and of thine altar, and open the mouths of the heathen to set forth the praises of the idols, and to magnify a fleshly king forever.
Donald Trump. Idols, men. That's what we turn to. That's what we worship. We don't come back to God. We don't worship God no more. We don't think about the Most High no more. We don't give a dang about the Most High. Let's go to Lamentations 4 and 18.
This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 4 and verse 18. They hunt our steps.
They what?
They hunt our steps.
They what?
They hunt our steps, that we cannot go in our streets. Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled. Our end is come.
He said they hunt our steps. Which is what we was talking about earlier. Should have put this scripture right behind that. But they hunt our steps, man. They watch us everything that we do, man. Our days are always in the air. We don't know when we, but the police, that's one of the most scariest things. That's the best sober up medicine you can have. You could be drunk as all outdoors when them dang on police lights come on. Somehow you just become sober. If you were smoking weed, they would ruin your high. If they, we straighten up like a.
So guess what? That also should tell you what? Being drunk, all of that. Guess what? It's a mental thing.
It's a mental thing, yeah.
It's a mental thing every time, man. No matter how you feel, you can think it. Ooh, I'm so drunk, and then like you say, no lights get behind you now. All of a sudden, you straight.
Boy.
You can drive a beeline now, boy. You won't. Hey.
All looking to the left, right out your body. Immediately. That's how they got us, man. They got us in that kind of fear. We fear them more than we fear the Most High God. We fear the crap out of them, man. But when you hear that one, that one is mean like, oh, all right, pull your ass over. Excuse my language, but that like, pull over, nigga. All right. You know, instead of they don't even take the time to put it on all the way.
Why y'all think this thing is like that? Like you say, they use noises and sounds. Why do you? Because we are a people of noise and sound. Why do you think we have the trumpet?
Mm-hmm.
Because it was a trumpet to do what? To warn us. It was a trumpet to tell us, hey, feast days. It was trumpet for different things. So now they
same thing they use their trumpets.
So get what?
Sirens.
And guess what? They train us as little children. We got school bells.
Yeah.
We got cafeteria bells. All these things is to train us because of sound. We are a people of the sound. That's how they got to train us through sound, man.
Because right now, if that dang on city thing come on,
we
don't know what to do. We don't know if it's tornadoes or something bad happening.
Something going on, right?
We know. Either a bomb coming, or a tornado done hit, or somehow an earthquake somehow done got up here. Mm-hmm. But something bad done happen. And we don't even know what it is. We just be looking on our phone because I didn't get that alert. Let's go to, did we finish that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's go to Romans 13:11. See now hold on before you speak. See, because all this time, they didn't care. They wasn't in no rage. Ain't no rage going on. They happy. They in their pride. See, but now something happened. Read.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 13 and verse 11. And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than we believe.
See, they didn't believe God, they didn't trust God, didn't care nothing about God, but they watched everything. They watched every little sign. See, they've been reading the Bible. I know a lot of us don't want to read the Bible, but guess what? They study your book. They study you. We just look at them. They study us. They didn't believe God, don't give a dang about God, but guess what? They watched everything we did. They was watching every sign. They was throwing out signs in their movie to see if these Negroes know something. For years, we ain't know nothing. The Matrix was a good movie. Negro, The Matrix was about you. Right. The Walking Dead. Oh, that was so great. I like that series. Negro, that was about you. They was signs. They don't get it. They don't get it. They don't get it. Then something happened and they call it the One West doctrine, whatever. It was the Most High doctrine. All of a sudden, niggas is appearing in every city on the corner. Talking about they the children of Israel. They watched that. Now, they ain't jumped out and did what they want to do. Now they in a rage now. Because now they realize, say, hold on. They can't stop it. When we took them niggas to jail the other day, when we took them to jail, goddamn, three other camps popped up. We took the money from that camp, harassed them, 4 other camps popped up over here. Bam, 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 bam. They don't know what to do. They're thinking the same thing. They ain't scared of nothing. Calling us devils to our face. All that. Now let's, hold on. Wait a minute. Now the rage is beginning. But it's just now beginning. Just now. So expect for a lot of stuff to go down, y'all. A lot more. Go ahead, Up.
Verse 12. The night is far spent. The day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness.
Let's go. That's what he's saying. Hey, let us cast off these works of darkness now. It's time to take off these shells, this stuff that we was covered in. We waking up. Now, that's when they get right down. They get nervous. Now they got a problem. Now stuff's starting to change. Let's go to 2 Maccabees 15:8. I'm about to hurry up and get out of here.
This is the book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 15 and verse 8. Wherefore he exhorted his people not to fear the coming of the heathen against them, but to remember the help which is in former times they have received from heaven, and now to expect the victory and aid which should come unto them from the Almighty.
See, now he raising up a people out of these in these last days now. They ain't scared. We ain't scared. We're going to tell you got to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. We're going to get out on the street. We're going to shout it out. They don't like that. These niggas ain't scared of nothing. Police surrounding them, everything. Got their hand on the gun. Get what we doing? Putting out scriptures. Right. Y'all ain't going to scare us. Go ahead.
Verse 9, and so comforted them out of the law.
Out of what?
Out of the law.
What comfort us?
Out of the law.
What we dry them spirits off with?
Out of the law.
We read this Bible. I remember Jeremiah hit him one time, boy, with that boy. Y'all, it's recorded against y'all this day. What was that, Deuteronomy? Boy, hit him with that boy. That boy never looked like, whoa. Like, they were like, so what you mean? Hold on, you mean tell me that he recording us this day? They looked confused, didn't they? The whole police department like, shit. The Negro like, shit, I don't know about. These niggas said something. I don't know about that. Recording us. God is. Yeah, because that means you can't be lying talking about, I wasn't with them. Nah, we got to record it. Sergeant such and such. Go ahead.
And so comforted them out of the law and the prophets, and withal putting them in mind of the battles that they had won afore.
See, they got to understand now. We understand when like Judith 5:20. We understand that when we keep these laws, statutes, commandments, nigga, y'all can't do nothing else. One of us will chase 1,000 of y'all out of here. 2 of us, 10,000. And we stand bold as lions. And we should. Go ahead.
He made them more cheerful. Verse 10, and when he had stirred up their minds, he gave them their charge.
He did what?
He gave them their charge.
See, now the Most High done stirred up our mind. He gave us a different assignment than what we thought we had. Now we got a charge now. He gave it to us. He done brought us to the truth. He done woke us up. He got us out there, man, whatever. White men go up there and be thinking they're going to scare us. Then we come with some scriptures and they be like, come on, family, let's just go. Or trying to tell the police, did you just hear what he just said? Yeah, and I'm talking to the police too. We're yelling out and talking back to him. And prophesy on you. Police tell him, go on down the street. And he hop in his car. That's why they done moved every white man off from over there by us. We used to have white laws about right there. They don't got none. They done moved them. You can go down there. Yeah, because Sergeant, they just talk bad about me when I'm over there. You got done right. You over here, and we're going to talk about the black ones too. Go ahead.
This is the book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 15 and verse 10. And when he had stirred up their minds, he gave them their charge, showing them therewithal the falsehood of the heathen.
See, now that's the thing about it. Now they want to get in the rage because now we can see all that bull crap. And then we have to telling our people, that's a bull, that's lie, that's a lie, that's a lie, that's a lie, that's a lie. Hold on, who are these niggas? Our people wonder who these niggas is, and they wonder, who is these niggas? They know we speaking the truth. They know it. Go ahead.
And the breach of oaths.
We showing all of it. The breaches of all the lies they've been lying about. Negro, we gonna tell you, you ain't getting no 40 acres in the mule. You're not getting reparations. You're not getting all. You can march all day long. You ain't gonna be equal. We letting them know. They know. This is what they fear now. Now they start. Now rage is starting to hold on. Hold on, God dang it. Go ahead.
Let me get a precept real quick. Let me get 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 1. Precepts with 2 Maccabees 15 and 10. This is the book of 2 Peter.
The book of 2 Peter, chapter 3 and verse 1. This second epistle, beloved, I now write unto you, in both which I stir up your pure minds by way of remembrance.
By way of what?
By way of
The
remembrance.
same way Maccabees was stirring up our mind by remembrance, meaning what? Going through the history of our forefathers, seeing what time that the Most High God saved us in the time of affliction. That's what, guess what, strengthens our spirit in these last days. You got to go back and read the history, man, to get your faith strengthened, to guess what, get your spirit strengthened. Read on up.
That they may be mindful
That
ye may be mindful of the words which were spoken before by the holy prophets.
Because guess what? Isaiah was telling you things that we went through during the Assyrian captivity. Jeremiah during the Babylonian captivity. Ezekiel. They went through those things. They're showing us that, guess what? We went into captivity for our sins, but the Most High God always what? Had mercy on us. Even to this day. Read on.
And of the commandment of us, the apostles of the Lord and of the Lord and Savior.
So that's a precept with
praise.
2 Maccabees
Write that
15 and
down.
10.
Like you say, and we got to, like you say, make sure, like you say, brother, writing it down, but make sure brothers and sisters have a mind of thinking. And brothers just out here doing the work on the streets and stuff like this. And the people in Israel that woke up, we got to think that this is the same thing Stephen was doing, telling the history when he got killed, man.
Yep, sure was.
He was speaking in Acts chapter 7, man.
When he gave a whole breakdown of who we were and who we were to be. That's why he say, remember yourselves, man. Because remember, if you go back and realize who your people was and how God brought us out a whole lot of stuff, man. A lot. He put you there to bring you out. He put us in America to do what? To bring us out of this place. So he can get the glory. I'm going to show you how bad I am. Watch this. I'm going to put you in captivity. Then I'm going to take you out from all the things, all that bad stuff around. That, just to let you know how hard he is. That's hard. All these niggas, I'm hard. No, you ain't hard as my God.
So guess what? It also having a mindset of thinking in this captivity. This is why we supposed to be thinking like Jeremiah said in Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 14. It said, heal me, O Lord, and I shall be healed. Save me, and I shall be saved, for thou art my praise. So when we praise, the Most High God is our praise. So we got to be thinking in our captivity at all times, man. Telling the Lord, hey, Lord, we know can't no man buy us out of this captivity. The only way we going to be saved is by you. The only way we going to be healed is by you. The only way our land is going to come back into prosper is by you. So we got to be thinking about this, man. So we hear brothers and sisters talk any other wise while we on the street teaching, or we anywhere else hearing somebody speaking other than this. Guess what? We gonna always go back to what the Lord said.
And what he done for us, and how we came out of everything. Let's go back to 11. First, 2 Maccabees 8 and 11. 15 and 11. I'm sorry, Salaki. Watch this.
This is the book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 15 and verse 11. Thus he armed every one of them, not so much with defense of shields and spears, as with comfortable and good words.
What? Hold on. I want y'all catch that. He armed every last one of them. Not with the shields and not with the swords. But guess what he armed them with? The best armor in the world. The best goddamn weapon you can have. Read that again.
This is the book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 15 and verse 11. Thus he armed every one of them, not so much with defense of shields and spears, as with comfortable and good words.
As with what?
As with comfortable and good words.
He armed us with this Bible, man. He armed us with this Bible, man. Go ahead.
And besides that, he told them a dream worthy to be believed, as if it had been so indeed, which not a little rejoiced them.
He said, see, he done told us something that, look, they ain't gonna believe it. They ain't gonna believe this. They ain't gonna believe you finna be coming up. They ain't gonna believe that you finna be the head and not the tail. They can't see it. They can't see it. They can't see you being niggas on top. That don't even make sense. Not to them. What? You gonna be a king. Well, wash my drawers. Kind of stuff. That's how they are, man. That's what they believe. They don't believe, no, you're not you. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, let's go to Micah chapter 2 and 1.
This is the book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 1. Woe to them. What? Woe to them.
Destruction to them.
That devise iniquity.
Uh-huh.
And work evil upon their beds.
See, they got it. They going in desperation. See, they ain't getting no sleep. They ain't getting none at all. Because they devising weapons to keep you Negroes down. A phenomenon has occurred. Ain't that what Willie Lynch said something? He said, unless a phenomenon occurs, guess what? A phenomenon has occurred. Go ahead.
When the morning is light, they practice it.
Uh-huh.
Because it is in the power of their hands.
And you see, when they in the morning, they practice it. I ain't got that yet. They practice it because it's in the power of their hands. So they control everything. So everything they trying up, they coming up, do y'all, they working overtime, y'all. I know y'all putting in part-time work, they working overtime. They don't just got a regular 9 to 5, they got a 24/7. Go ahead.
Verse 2, and they covet fields and take them by violence.
They what?
And they covet fields
and
take them by violence.
How they taking them?
By violence.
How we gonna take the kingdom?
By violence.
Think this gonna be just a? I thought everything. No, we gotta take something. That's right. They took it from you. Then we asking for it back. Can I get please? You remember that bully used to come and take him? You know how that bully used to come and take his stuff, and then you try to go to him. Man, can you just give me my ball back? Bully be laughing, pussy out there. Man, go on. Shooting your ball all in your face. No. Only way you gonna get that ball back, you gotta go do what? Take it. That's what we're gonna have to do. Go ahead.
And they covet fields and take them by violence.
Uh-huh.
And houses and take them away. Uh-huh. So they oppress a man in his house.
And in what?
A man in his house.
They oppress a man in the house. That's what they do. Go ahead.
Even a man in his heritage.
They took our heritage. And don't want to give it back. Even after you done showed pictures and everything. Oh, that's my land. No. Oh, I got paperwork on it. We got the Bible. Got a whole lot of paperwork. No, that ain't Charles. Can't. No, that ain't Charles. Go ahead. That ain't you. No, we got the picture with our ID on it. See, that's me. That's my land, Israel. No. I don't believe it. Go ahead.
Verse 3, therefore thus saith the Lord, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go heartily, for this time is evil.
This time is what?
Is evil.
This time is evil, man. We are in them evil times, man. Evil. I don't even know. It's it's got to be the end of the world. Where else can we go? What can Sue? You got men who's pretending to be a woman.
They're trying to be a man.
Playing
to be a woman.
Sports and want a nigga to cheer because they won. Like the one dude. He came in dead last as a man against other men. And then you want me to cheer because you won first place going against the women? They like, yeah, no. That's a man. Then the other one fighting them. They boxing and what? Crack the lady's skull. That's a man. how far can we go in this country? You can marry a dog. You can marry a tree.
No. The worst thing about it, a 70-year-old man can be a 12-year-old girl. If he wanted to be, he can change his stuff. If he declared that he's 12 years old. So guess what that's telling us? That this 70-year-old man can mess with little children.
All that. I can identify as a damn cat.
And if somebody don't call you, then you lose your job.
Where else can we go? Where else can we go? You don't think that done got... Man, the answer's right there. Well, I'm telling you, Most High, because it's flooding up in heaven now. That's how far that stench them reached up there. The sewage is in the sky. It's that high. Oh yeah, he gotta come back. Otherwise, if he don't clean that up, his house is gonna get filthy. Let's go. Finish it up.
This is the book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 4. In that day shall one take up a parable against you and lament with a doleful lamentation and say, we be utterly spoiled. He had changed the portion of my people.
He done changed the portion of his people. He done took all your land, all this. Your portion, and you ain't got it. Go ahead.
How had he removed it from me? Turning away, he had divided our fields.
He done divided our fields. The Arabs on one side claiming it, and then I just met one the other day, had to talk, boy. He didn't like that I knew the history on that, boy. He was like, I'm Palestinian. That's our holy land, boy. I started bringing out the scriptures. He just got quiet, the whole little place. But divided the land. Palestinians and what's names, and the fake ones up there. Go ahead.
Verse 5. Therefore, thou shalt have none that shall cast a cord by lot in the congregation of the Lord.
Go ahead.
Prophesy ye not, say they to them that prophesy. They shall not prophesy to them, that they shall not take shame.
We ain't listen to the lies no more. Not from them. Not from them. Go ahead.
Verse 7. Oh, thou that art named the house of Jacob, is the spirit of the Lord straightening?
Is it straightening? Go ahead.
Are these his doings?
Is everything going on? You think the Most High doing this? Damn devil done got everything and then lying on God. That's because your God don't give a damn about you, see? You Mexicans ain't got darn that y'all not with him. But here, we'll give you the house. In the same hood that you used to live in. And the Mexican got pride turn around like, hey, nigga, you ain't nothing. Nigga, we both ain't nothing. Not in America. You ain't crap and I ain't crap. What's that like the boy said? You ain't you, so I ain't. That's that. We the same people, man. But they done got us all twisted, man. Go ahead.
Do not my words do good to him that walketh upright.
That what?
That walketh upright.
They do great when you going by God's laws if you want to do what God say do. These words are terrific. Ain't no better words in this Bible, man. Nothing. Give a dang what you read. Time magazine, all of the essence. They ain't got nothing. Go ahead.
Verse 8. Even of late my people is risen up as an enemy.
As a what?
As an enemy.
As a what?
As an enemy.
How come they been risen up and they know we they enemy, but how come we don't know they are enemy? Go ahead.
Ye pull off the robe with the garment from them that pass by secretly as men averse from war.
Averse war, yes. Go ahead.
Verse 9. The women of my people have ye cast out. From then pleasant houses. From the children ye have taken away my glory forever. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
This is what?
This is not your rest.
This is what?
This is not your rest.
This ain't our rest. And some of you all up in America, you got your shoes all off, and now you walk around in your drawers in America like this ain't where you supposed to be. This ain't your rest. This ain't the place. This ain't where you relax, man. I don't even know how you can get relaxed in America anyway when everything keeps turning around, coming crazy at you. Go ahead.
Because it is polluted.
Because what?
Because it is polluted. It shall destroy you.
It's what?
It shall destroy you.
It'll destroy you. This ain't our rest. I don't know why y'all want to take a bath and go to sleep in the toilet bowl. That's not. You're not gonna. When you get out, you're gonna be still dirty.
Even with a sword destruction.
That's all I need on that. Let's go to Jeremiah 18:19.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 18 and verse 18. Then said they, come and let us devise devices against Jeremiah.
See, they even got things that, see, when y'all Israelites, y'all don't understand that. They making devices for us. The ones that keeping them laws, the ones that's teaching us truth, they making special devices for us. Remember like Heathen did? He made a galley for who? Just for Mordecai. Big old 10, big one too. Then showing it off. That's what they doing for us. Go ahead.
Then said they, come and let us devise devices against Jeremiah. For the law shall not perish from the priests.
No. See, they doing this why? This Jeremiah, they devised device against Jeremiah. Why? Because Jeremiah was preaching the truth and prophesying against them. He said, and then he tell him, he said, for the law should not perish from this priest. We got to make sure he don't bring out these laws. Go ahead.
Nor counsel from the wise, nor the word from the prophet.
He said, they don't want none of that we say. They don't want it out there. It's going to come that time in a little bit. So I told y'all, they just now beginning their rage. It's got more rage. They got a lot to get. They going to really... See, they just now like, whoa, because we just woke up. So now they got that, like that's why I had the title. The heathen that's just now beginning to rage. They ain't really raged yet. As we can see, this how the rage is going to be coming in a minute. Y'all better be strong. You can't be out there faking, talking about, hey, I want you, brother. Soon they line up, soon they pull up, they gone like a mother. Because you ever notice there's always been time where cats will say, hey, I got your back. Boy, as soon as somebody picks a gun, you the only one standing there. You be like, damn, what that nigga, I didn't even see it leave. Go ahead.
Come and let us smite him with the tongue. And let us not give heed to any of his words.
It says smite him with the tongue. First of all, they got to come. They finna lie on you like a son. Be prepared to get lied on. Oh, you finna be lied on. They finna talk about you like a dog. You thought they be talking about people when you see them on the news and they take his character down. Oh, no. Because they going to be telling you the ones having sex with dogs. Yeah, that's what they finna come out with all this, man. Super lies. Go ahead.
Verse 19. Give heed to me, O Lord, and hearken to the voice of them that contend with me.
Give heed to us, O Lord, and hearken with us. Listen, that contend with us. That contend with you. Let's go off of that. Let's go to Isaiah 59 and 4.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 59 and verse 4. None call it for justice, nor any pleaded for truth. They trust in vanity and speak lies.
They what?
They trust in vanity and speak lies.
None call it for justice. Ain't no justice in America, man. There ain't no justice in America. The crazy thing is when a black police kills somebody, how is it they automatic going to court? It ain't even no cry out from the public, and they ought to, don't worry, he getting his. He don't just get the suspension and get to go home. He getting prosecuted. He getting prosecuted. Like that dude that did the beating that white man up over there in Deep Ellum over there. He got fired and prosecuted the very next day. Yeah. What we waiting on? There was a white man beating on the black dude. He got suspended. We need to investigate. And if the people don't cry out and go march, they ain't never gonna put that man in jail. Go ahead.
They conceive mischief and bring forth iniquity.
They what?
They conceive mischief and bring forth iniquity.
That's what they do. Go ahead.
They hatch cockatrice eggs and weave the spider's web.
They hatch eggs, man, with nothing but just nastiness in it, man. Nothing good coming out. That's what they lay. Go ahead.
He that eateth of their eggs dieth, and that which is crushed breaketh out into a viper.
Man, that means if you go start stomping on them, snakes come out of them, vipers. Let me get rid of that. They still, boy, them ones, they're coming, man. Y'all get ready. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Go ahead.
Verse 6, their web shall not become garments, neither shall they cover themselves with their works. Their works are works of iniquity.
Their works of what?
Their works are works of iniquity, and the act of violence is in their hands.
That's what they coming with, man. So y'all can think that they ain't coming like that. You women, y'all think they ain't coming like that? Why you think that a lot of women coming up missing? A lot of you black women. Because a lot of our women run around, I don't need no man. But then they missing now. We all need somebody, god dang it. That's what that man is for, protection. This ain't no game, man. We playing games, and here we are. We think we doing something. You playing checkers. I'm playing chess. I'm making chess moves. With Negro, they playing Monopoly. We over there all on the wrong board. Now we come and play the game that they playing, and guess what? They got all the land. You soon as you roll the dice, you still sitting at go. They own the bank. That fur, them little purple ones, that little light blue one at that beginning, you can't even roll the dice because you roll 2, you landing on their land. You roll 7, you landing on their land. And Lord forbid if you make it around them on that green and that yellow and that red and that blue. See, because half of us will be broken, we land on the railroad on that luxury tax. And we've been playing the wrong game, looking up and thinking we were doing something. No. This devil been playing the, man, got y'all think you doing something. And all we do, we just can't wait till we pass go so we can collect $200, a stimulus check. Let's go.
Verse 7, their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed innocent blood.
They what?
Their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed innocent blood.
They in a hurry to shed your blood. Why you thinking about that? They in a hurry to knock that. Yeah. You can hold that knife all you want. He jabbed it already. You stuck 7 times. And you trying to think, should I hurt him?
Hell yeah, you should hurt him.
Go ahead. That's all I need. Go finish that out.
Their thoughts are thoughts of iniquity. Wasting and destruction are in their path.
That's all they want to do, man. See, now this is what's finna happen. See, when they really start getting in this rage, that's why I tell y'all the rage just began. It just began. See, after a while, them corners starting to fill up. You're gonna see rage. We looking at what this man is about. This is what the mother nation. Oh, Lord forbid, boy, we stop going to their stores. Chinese really gonna say, man, hold on, what's going on in America now? God dang, hold on, we ain't making that money. Them Arabs gonna be like, say, man, what's going on? What are y'all doing over there? can't sell this outdated food anymore. I can't overcharge these niggas. They gonna start getting together. Hold on. Man, we gonna have to, man, if they ain't gonna do what we say do, let's just start killing them. If we can't fill their pockets, what you think what we good for to them? If we don't spend billions of dollars a year, we spend more money in. If we stop doing that, what good are we to them? What good are you to America besides blowing money? That's all we do. That's what we do, don't we? We're paycheck to paycheck. We make a paycheck for this week, give it back next week. What happens when you stop doing that? What good are you to America? You think Biden gonna invite you to his house because you hungry? I doubt that. Let's go to Revelation 12 and 12. I'm about to reach the last two. I got two more and we done.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 12 and verse 2. And she being with child cried.
12 and 12.
Selected. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 12 and verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heaven, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea.
May the Most High calling them out specifically to the ones of the earth, all these other nations, and of the sea. Who control the sea? United States, the government, Babylon. Go ahead.
For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath.
So he coming with a great wrath. Go ahead.
Because he knoweth that he had but a short time.
See now, because he been watching you every time. He been keeping a big eye on you. He watch your every step. And now he done found out these Negroes on the corner running their mouth and talking about God and stuff. These Negroes done woke up. They done woke up. And now, after he watching, he kept saying, I don't believe God. I don't know nothing. God ain't real. Y'all God ain't coming back. But now that he done seen some of this prophecy coming about, now he realized, oh, shoot. Oh, got to get in a hurry. Because he know when that started happening, his time is short. And now he didn't even think about no clock. Remember, he was messing with the time. Now they trying to do away with the time change. Because his time short. They ain't got time to be messing with that. Right now, we got to worry about these niggas. And these Mexicans. And these Indians. Remember the ones we killed. You know his time is now. Why you think he was watching your steps? Why you think he was in your streets? He watching for the time. Even though we don't watch for nothing. You know, we late to every damn thing. He watching. Hold on. These niggas is doing, oh snap. Operation 666. Put it in motion. And they own it. We need to be on it too. Go ahead.
Verse 13.
No, I don't need 13. Let's go to Isaiah 57 and 10. This is my last one. So y'all can wake up. Where did it go?
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 57 and verse 10. Thou art weary in the greatness of thy way. Yet saidest thou not, there is no hope. Thou hast found the life of thine hand. Therefore thou wast not grieved.
We said, we wasn't grieved. Go ahead. Thou art weary in the greatness of thy way. Yet said that. Read that again.
Yeah. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 57 and verse 10. Thou art weary in the greatness of thy way. Yet saidest thou not, there is no hope.
He said, there is no hope. He said, said it thou not. We ain't saying there ain't no hope. Because we know what hope is. We didn't before. We thought it was at church. Then we realized there wasn't nothing in that church but a whole lot of dancing and shaking. Go ahead.
Thou hast found, Salakia, thou hast found the life of thine hand. Therefore thou wast not grieved. And of whom hast thou been afraid or feared? That thou hast lied, and hast not remembered me, nor laid it to thy heart.
He said, that's what a lot of our other people, man. They don't remember the God. And then they just been lying to themselves. Go ahead.
And has not remembered me, nor laid it to thine heart. Have not I held my peace, even of old, and thou fearest me not?
He said, man, I done held my peace for y'all, even back in the day. Y'all still don't fear me. All this stuff I done did, and in y'all sight, y'all don't fear me. Go ahead.
Verse 12, I will declare thy righteousness and thy works, for they shall not profit thee. When thou criest, let thy companies deliver thee.
He said, when you cry, let them gods and stuff you believe in deliver you. Let them deliver you. Since you don't trust me, when all this stuff get to going down, then all that God, you know, that one you be worshiping under that Christmas tree, let him deliver you.
Or even going into the modern day country, like Walmarts.
Yes.
You know, all these places where you could just go and get things easily. You know, when things really start to hit the fan, most like God said, you've been trusting in him all this time. Keep on trusting.
Keep on trusting. When you dial on that phone and make that order this time, you be sitting up there waiting for that. Them groceries ain't gonna make it.
That's why I say, when it say, him that sent it, let him send it still. Because when he come back, all this practicing, whatever you feel like, he wants you to have your same thing. Keep it right there.
Keep it what you got.
And well, even us in this truth, you want Christianity on you and you not changing, guess what? Keep that same way.
Yeah, keep it.
Because when he come back, guess what? He got something for you.
Like, don't change now.
Yeah.
Don't change now, nigga.
Don't run now. Don't run now.
Go ahead.
Verse 13, when thou criest, let thy companies deliver thee, but the wind shall carry them all away.
I'm going to blow them all down. Like the brother said, Walmart, they ain't going to be there. They ain't going to be there. You not going to get that special. Now that sale tag, it ain't going to be there. Go ahead.
Vanity shall take them, but he that putteth his trust in me shall possess the land.
He that what?
He that putteth his trust in me shall possess the land.
Most High giving us 1,000 times all kind of way what we got to be doing. And if we want this is what we need to do. We can't get it no other kind of way, people. It can't come no other kind of way. We done tried everything. And I am one of them brothers. Boy, I done been Black Power. I done been Islam. I done did all kind of. I was with everything, nigga. Everything. Pro-nigga. Pro-black.
Real nigga. Everything.
Real, all that. Real nigga. Yeah, you ain't lying. I done been it all, boy. Ain't none of that work.
And some people don't like you and call you a HO nigga.
Yeah. I done been there too. I done been the BA nigga. We done tried it all, man. Only thing we haven't tried was keeping these laws. And the only thing that ever really gave me comfort, a head I'm not worried about so much stuff, was what? Keeping these laws. Right. I don't care no more now what nobody got to say. I know for a fact you can't come and try to trick me. These laws is where it's at. Go ahead.
And shall inherit my holy mountain. Verse 14, and shall say, cast ye up, prepare the way, take up the stumbling block out of the way of my people.
That's what he finna tell him to do. Man, get that stuff out the way of my people. See, because the Most High raising up a people, man, that you ain't finna be just being able to put that right there and he just rock and trip over. That's the 2/3.
That's why, guess what? He got us out of them churches. Now the pastors can't lie to us, man. Because it ain't no more, my pastor said, no, pastor gonna have to go to the Bible and prove it.
Yeah.
Quit all that talking, man. Yeah, that sound real good. No, you got to go prove something in the Bible.
When they used to beg you to come in them doors now, but you got the fringes on, oh no, leave him outside right there. That nigga line to ask questions.
Real, man.
He might ask, they ain't gonna know. We can't have them niggas asking questions and stuff. I don't know how to answer nothing. Go ahead.
Verse 15. For thus said the high and lofty one that inhabit eternity, whose name is holy.
Whose what?
Whose name is holy.
Whose name is holy. Separate.
I
set apart. Go ahead.
I dwell in the high and holy place with him also that is of a contrite and humble spirit, to revive the spirit of the humble.
Of the who?
Of the humble. And to revive the heart of the contrite ones.
Contrite ones, yes. See what you did. Let me show y'all. Did y'all just hear all this stuff? Humble. Well, that's hard for us to do, boy. Humble.
Real, man.
Humble.
And can't wait, because a lot of us can't wait for the Lord to use us. We want the Lord to use us how we feel like the Lord wants us to use us. Wait, man. The Most High God gonna use you. Yeah, it's gonna be time. He gonna use you, but sometimes he cannot use you. Every time and everything ain't your season. You think your season's, well, my season is right now every time. But you don't even understand the difference between the seasons. A lot of people don't even know that we got seasons. Even Satan know he got a season too.
That's what he said. That's what he said. He thought his season about mine about over.
That's right. You just wait your time. It's gonna come around. Don't worry about it. Because just because you feeling like you needed to do it this way, the Most High God got everything in order. Sometimes we don't like how God do it, but guess what? If he killed any one of our children today, guess what, man? At the end of the day, guess what? It might have been your child, but it was his first.
Yes.
We got to understand how this thing goes. We can't sit up here and get mad at the Most High God. He looking at you like, fool, that's my child. And you are too. This is the difference between the people that's want to be humble and the people that don't want to be humble, man. With a contrite spirit.
Yeah, because they be like, well, I took him away. You got something to say about it?
I'll take you. You like, Lord, take me too. Okay. Lay down in the bed tonight. I got you. It's easy. Well, guess what? Step out your car and drive down the street. I got you. Well, no, that's okay. He said, one of the man, hey, just take his breath from him right now. Yeah. It's easy. That's an easy thing for the Lord to kill any one of us. But it's a hard thing for us to be humble and wait for him. That's a hard thing for us to do.
That's a hard thing to do, man. That's what I say. That's why he talk about that. Go ahead, 16.
Verse 16. For I will not contend forever, neither will I be always wroth. For the spirit shall fail before me, and the souls which I have made. For the iniquity of his covetousness was I wroth, and smote him. I hid me, and was wroth. And he went on forwardly in the way of his heart.
Man.
I have seen his ways, and will heal him. I will lead him also, and restore comforts unto him, and to his mourners.
He said, man, I done seen all that stuff you do, man. I know you was no good, raggedy. I know that. But humble yourself and come back to him. Y'all act like God don't know what y'all did. Y'all be just up there praying. But God, I have been through this and that. Nigga, I put you through it. Then we just sitting up there wasting prayers talking about you. Whole nation of people you got around you. Pray for them. Go ahead.
Verse 19, I create the fruit of the lips. Peace, peace to him that is far off, and to him that is near, saith the Lord. And I will heal him.
How you gonna what?
And I will heal him.
You gonna what?
And I will heal him.
But I'm sick.
And I will heal him.
That's what you gonna get your healing from. Go ahead.
Verse 20, but the wicked are like the troubled sea.
Say what?
Are like the troubled sea, when it cannot rest, whose waters cast up mire and dirt.
Mire and dirt. They always moving. The wicked always in a race. They always moving. They always splashing against stuff. Overlapping each other. Go ahead. Now that's all. No. One more.
Verse 21, there is no peace, saith my God, to the wicked.
There ain't no peace gonna be with them, man. ain't no peace gonna come up on them, man. But the fact of the matter is, they just now beginning. But that means we gotta get stronger. Especially the ones that just barely handle this little old raise that they got now. If you barely handle this, boy, y'all better go, y'all better get a spiritual workout. I ain't talking about what's them gym called? What that name me one of them gyms.
Planet Fitness.
Who?
Planet Fitness.
Planet Fitness.
Fitness, anything.
Y'all better go work out. Here's the gym I'm talking about. Y'all better go in there, man. They got endurance machines, strict machine, swimming pools, all that right in here. Saunas, so you can relax. They got a masseuse in there. Whirlpool, ice packs, medicine, all of us in here. Y'all going to the wrong gym. Y'all paying, this one free. This one free, how much the mother one? 27 money, you got to pay the monthly, huh?
$24.97.
Half of you don't go but one day a week anyway. I mean, one day a month anyway, so y'all paying that much. Look, this one free. And you don't even got to get up and go nowhere. And guess what? You know how they always trying to tell you something and sell you something off of what? That you don't got to, you can lose all this weight by sitting there watching TV. Well, guess what? You can. But you ain't going to be watching TV. But you can get right in here and get everything you need. And on that note, we're going to say shalom. Let me get a law.
Exodus chapter 23 and verse 1.
Let's get that one.
This is the book of Exodus chapter 23 and verse 1. Thou shalt not raise a false report.
That's not what?
Thou shalt not raise a false report.
Quit lying. Go ahead.
Put not thine hand with the wicked to be an unrighteous witness.
Don't go along with this system. Not part-time, not sometime, and then try to come back. Oh, I just wanted to get that. Don't do it, man. Is that all on that? And on that note, we're going to say shalom.